Have you guys seen that video of Dame Dash's teeth falling out?
Dame Dash's teeth.
Yeah, he has dentures at the top, and he was talking on live trying to cuss 50 Cent. He went, hey,
Yeah, see, that's God bucketed.
exactly. He said, shut it up.
Have you heard about the thing that's happening with Dame Dash though?
What's happening now?
He's losing money.
Yeah, that he's bankrupt.
Oh,
Hasn't he been bankrupt?
No, he's now bankrupt and he's trying to sell his stake in Rock Nation.
But I thought he didn't want to sell it.
No, now he wants it. He needs to sell it now, and he's trying to sell it for 10 M's up.
I don't want to sound smug about it, but he was doing a lot of chat to end up bankrupt right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, no, because obviously, me, fellow entrepreneur. The reason why.
Why are you back in the Capri Sun like that?
I don't know.
Oh,
We doggy.
Shaboozey, we
having a
get
good-
tipsy tonight, huh?
Having a good old time over here. I don't know what you guys are doing.
You and your moonshine. Anyway.
Literally, go on. Goo goo gaga. Put your feet up in the air as well then. And hold up the ball like this.
Swung his body to the side.
I can bite it to the side. Go on, what were you saying about Dame Dash?
Shut up. Let's just get on with the episode.
Okay then. Hello, gorgeous people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're listening. Hello.
Ficky.
And welcome to episode 155 of Hype and Then Some. We are back in the building once again.
Yeah, man, it's Hype Plus in the place.
Period.
It could only be your
Yes,
laptop.
it's you. Speakers like water.
No, it's not even that.
Water.
Your laptop's not doing whatever it wants.
Chidi booch, ba ba chi ba ba.
I wasn't anywhere near
Look at
that.
you.
But did you hear how fuzzy my microphone is?
Awful, mate.
I'm just saying, guys.
Underwater.
Yeah. Look, Apple, if you want to give me a new laptop, please.
Nah.
After you crown this as vintage, I got this in 2015.
I was just about to say, they're saying put that El Clasico down.
Yeah,
brother.
man. Just send me a new one,
100%.
please. I'm begging.
The thing
Alright.
is, yeah, Toby's one is a lot worse than mine, and it's still alive. Toby has keys missing.
Yeah, I got
speakers
one, not
busted.
keys, one key missing.
You might as well.
But you know how
One
it's like,
eye.
do you know what it's giving? Yeah, it's giving like one died of old age and one has like ailments on the way out.
No, this
Do you know
has
what I mean?
this has Alzheimer's right
Oh
now. That's
Lord,
what's going right now.
when they pray about infirmity,
But this was still
There's a
getting
couple.
updates. It's still getting updates.
can
Yeah.
you still update yourself?
Can it even turn on?
What did they class yours as?
Oh, mine was
Antique.
vintage.
We also
Aye.
vintage. What was my one there?
I think it was a classic.
classic. Yeah.
Classical.
Yeah, mine needs to be in the history
Right, mine
files
died.
with.
They said you may be able to make money from it, potentially.
The young kids can't even stay up with the old kids.
Can you shush your mouth? It's been on for 2 days. Anyway, hello, gorgeous people. We are back in the building. I'm Kesi, aka Case Boogie in the cut. What it do?
And it's your boy, Mr. Treba, Shammy Teeth. Damn well nasty.
And it's Mr. MBT, the world boss. I am here to stay forever.
The way,
Forever young.
all right.
I wanna be forever young.
That was a really good key, though.
It was,
really
man.
good pitch.
It's much better than being bloated, but here you go.
Oh,
What the heck?
what, brother?
What the heck?
Wait.
I got some words for that gentleman, but let's continue.
No,
All right, let's get started. How do we even start this thing? I've forgotten. What
yeah,
we doing?
ficky trainer, tables, trainers.
Hey, Missy Elliott.
Yeah,
Shout
I don't know
out
how
to
we
you
got
in
there.
the place.
Now I
All
sound
right.
more like a Timberlake.
It's giving Timberland. It is giving Timberland. I was going to say David Guetta.
Don't discredit. Discredit.
Let's together.
Discreet.
No, we heard what you said. Don't
Yeah,
try
you look like David Guetta. That's what you're giving.
I look.
Or sound, sorry.
Nah,
Isn't it
man.
David Guetta that's also part of Major Lazer? Is it?
Nah, Major Lazer.
yeah.
No, Major Lazer had someone that's also another DJ.
Bad Bunny.
No.
What's his name?
It wasn't David Guetta.
It couldn't have been David Guetta. No, because David Guetta was the one that tried to save the George Floyd situation by dropping a song.
Yeah, but come on. Don't disrespect David. David Guetta had a season. Okay?
Is he black?
Of course not. He's like Swedish.
Oh, he's white.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on there.
No, he had a few summers.
I'm
Summers
not gonna
belong
lie.
to him. I can't lie.
That black-
Diplo. Diplo is also
Oh
part
yeah,
of Major
he was
Lazer.
part of Major Lazer.
Yeah.
Did you listen to that mixtape?
Crazy.
That one time that they did.
Yeah.
What?
It was
On
a
the
big-
floor. On the
Yeah, that was huge, but then he rebranded himself
On
and came
the
out,
floor.
I'm by myself, but I'm Diplo.
Yeah.
And no one ever knew until recently that
I think Diplo's a bit
Diplo.
I think Diplo's a bit problematic.
Is he?
I've heard some bad things.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been hearing a lot of R words.
Oh, really? Yeah. Let's get into what?
Let's get into it.
Oh, he
please.
been creeping.
That's one word for it.
Boy.
It's time for Tables Trainers.
Trainers, tables.
Started joining.
Oh,
Quite
man.
nice.
Anyway.
Hello, gorgeous people. How are you? We're happy to be here in the building once again.
Ficky.
If you're listening, it will do you well to come on down to YouTube Town, where you can see these trainers in a what?
In a real life.
If you're here, welcome. Hello. Hi. If you are on YouTube, you will see that these are partly trainers, partly not. But we will talk about that in a bit more detail. But the cocoa of the gist, really, of this table is our latest purchases. And I know you can see a blank spot missing. MBT is about to surprise us later on. We shall get into that later.
I want to hold this microphone like this in my hand.
How long do you think that will last for? You think you got that for 2 hours?
Look at this.
No. You take this off, the balancer.
Oh, the
You take it
balance.
off,
But
and
do you remember that's how we used to hold it? Back in the day. Don't believe the hype.
Nope.
When we were recording in Tolly's house, because you never had to do it. I was the one that had to hold it. I'd be like this. So, tossing. What do you think about this?
I just want to hold
Crazy.
this one. This thing.
I don't think you want to do that.
No, you shouldn't.
All right, that's it.
And it will just be making noise every time.
Just hold it upside down like this.
Yeah. Pause. All right.
All right, so let's get on to the first
This is
thing.
very chaotic. Okay, so first trainer of the day. To the right of me, we have.
I thought it was my turn.
No, it's the Mesa Margiela.
Yes.
They're not tabbies, bro.
It's the Mason
Thank you.
Margiela replica.
The Gat.
Obviously, this is Toby's Toby
Hey,
Teddy.
take a break.
Toby.
Take a break. Tobi's tree. So this is the Mason Margiela replicas, the Gat, in white on white. Now, Toby, you're not very happy with this pair. Can you please tell us why?
No, you guys might be thinking, hi, what are you doing with this shoe?
It's a
Why
nice
don't
shoe.
you like this white on white shoe?
Quite
It's a
nice.
beautiful shoe.
I like
wear
it.
white on white Air Forces. You should like this. Well, I don't like it because I got bamboozled. I got swindled. I got lied to.
Oh,
I was told that this was the OG with the gum sole. As you can see, it looks like the OG with the gum sole.
does it?
That's got the same suede.
I guess.
Yes.
So obviously, when I opened up the box, I was like, oh, to the side.
Yeah.
So yeah, they lied to me. They sent me the wrong pair completely. And unfortunately, they said, look, we did get you. We did lie to you.
Aha.
We don't actually have that pair. This is the only one we have, so we can give you 10% off. I said, you're going to give me back my money. Because ultimately, what am I supposed to do with this?
I'm not gonna lie. I really like them.
I'm not saying they're not nice. What am I going to do with it?
Oh, there's a lot you can do. Don't think so?
No.
Okay.
I'm personally not a fan of the shoe.
Okay.
Serious at all?
Not this colorway.
No.
I think, there are certain silhouettes that if you give it the wrong colorway, it starts looking like it's a tradesman's shoe.
Have you seen the black on blacks?
And
Yes,
I
I
feel
have.
like this is giving medicinal. I want to see this with some scrubs.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Fair.
Yeah.
It is very plain, very blank. I do like the fact that the suede is the grey suede and it's not white suede.
White.
Yeah,
white.
so I was okay with that, but I wanted the gum sole.
I hear
That's what I ordered. That's what I didn't get.
This is the second time
Yeah.
that you've ordered.
It's crazy.
replicas.
I really don't feel like
And
I
you've
should
had
have
some
replicas.
trouble.
The first pair I got stolen.
It's stolen.
That
Yeah.
was really
Stolen
sad.
before
I was
it even
crazy.
stolen before it even got to you.
I
Yeah.
was actually thinking about that the other day as we were driving past
crazy.
Tesco.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, brother,
Crazy time.
you've had some hard."
Maybe you
situations."
should leave them alone.
Maybe.
Or try again.
I'm not going to try again.
Third time's
Third time's a charm.
I'm good. Strawberry Jams got put
Reason
tax on
why-
it.
Yeah.
Tax would be $70.
You pay
Their shipping is $500.
Then it's the
That's
same
it.
price
And
as the
now you pay
Margellas.
2K.
You mean
Hey,
immediately? What about the Adidas ones?
hey, no.
Why?
Hey, those are like Sambas.
No. The Adidas
just-
ones, even though they were one of the first people to start it,
Yeah.
they've got their silhouette is ugly, man.
So how different is their silhouette to this one?
This is a deeper shoe. If that makes any sense.
No.
When your foot goes into it, there's more space.
Oh, there's more
The Adidas
there's-
one is like a Samba,
Okay.
in my opinion. And I'm
So
not.
you're suffering. Shall we move on to the left of me? We have a blank space, MBT.
All right, so
It's time for his presentation.
I've been collecting.
Collected.
I've started collecting something.
Collected, you say?
Ooh.
Yeah, I started collecting something.
Tell us
more. Yeah, Toby already kind of knows what it is.
Oh, okay. I know.
But yeah. So I've started collecting t-shirts.
Nice.
Supreme t-shirts. So something that I've naturally started to get into is collecting the Supreme celebrity t-shirts.
You got it in black? Or was that dark grey?
No. So this is the
Andre.
one with Andre 3000. You can hold that one.
We love the Andre t-shirt.
Then I got this one. with Rick Rubin. Yep.
I can
Mr.
hold this
Robert.
one. Or should I hold? You hold this one, and then I'll hold the.
Yeah. And then I recently
Oh,
got
Mr. Creator.
the Tyler Creator t-shirt. So now I have it in black, grey, and blue. So I think I'm only gonna collect the t-shirts that I'm actually interested in, people that I'm actually interested in.
Okay.
The Tyler Creator one, I already had in my mind that I wanted to get the t-shirt, and I missed out on the drop.
I was busy at work.
Yeah, I missed out on the drop, and it was Kesi that told me, "Oh, did you want the Tyler Creator t-shirt?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I wanted it," but completely missed out on it. When I went onto the website, it was completely gone.
Yeah.
So I was searching on eBay for about a week, and then someone's boyfriend didn't want the t-shirt. So I actually got it for basically cost price.
Yeah, I mean the price.
How much does it cost?
70, 60.
70.
Then you got it below retail, no?
I got it for £58,
Boom.
and the retail price is £57.
Bingo.
So right now, if anyone has the Mike Tyson t-shirt,
It's listed.
the Kate Moss t-shirt,
There you go.
what else?
Those are going to be a pretty penny.
Yeah. The Kate Moss t-shirt's like £400-500.
Those are gonna be
Right.
expensive.
Great.
Yeah, it's quite
But yeah,
expensive.
it's a lovely t-shirt. What do you guys think about the green?
BOGO.
The green BOGO, the green sticker. Yeah.
I love
I
the
like
sticker.
it.
I love the sticker.
I like it.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't.
Green being one of my favorite colors.
Yeah.
Mind your business, brother.
It seems like everyone's favorite color is green these days.
Mine is bleep.
But yeah, true. I don't know if I'll ever get into buying BOGOs.
Yeah, I hear that.
I don't think
As in the hoodies.
No,
The
like just the
t-shirts.
t-shirts with the Supreme. I don't think I can get into that.
It's just Gildan, man.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
I really like this. It's something that I can get into.
It actually isn't Gildan. It's I think the company's called LA Apparel or something like that. I know they're based in Los Angeles.
Is it the American Apparel one?
It's not American Apparel. No, it's a company based in LA, but I can't remember the name. But they actually do good quality hoodies. Like it's just that they're the Supreme hoodies. They're thick,
Okay.
and crisp. I think it's all French terry. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
So I didn't get to finish what I was saying. So if anyone has the Dipset t-shirt, the
you go.
Mike Tyson
Oh,
t-shirt, the
come
Kate
on,
Moss
Wayne.
t-shirt,
Yeah.
or the Gucci Mane t-shirt in green, holla at your boy.
You know what they're gonna ask you to pay?
Boy.
10K.
Absolutely.
Holla at your boy like Wizkid. Holla at your boy.
Thank you,
That's what I
MBT.
do.
Yeah, look, that's Casey's times.
alright. Come on now.
Yeah, childish.
And now, do you know how many times I saw him in that era? I saw him about 3 times
Serious?
in the Superstar era.
Was you in any of his videos?
Probably.
Holla at
That was
your
a little
boy.
good, you know.
Oh, it was.
Right.
It was a sucker punch in the
On to the
throat.
pedestal.
Just got ya.
Oh wow! Talk about
Did I tell you I was in Ice Prince's music video?
you were in Ice Prince.
That's why he was making that stupid
in
What's the P Square?
P Square's video.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to him for me.
What the
Yeah,
hell, man? Anyway.
What were you doing the Ice Prince's video? What the heck?
I don't-
How did you get there?
I don't know, man. This girl.
And
Man.
what were you doing? What the girls this?
Yeah.
Yeah. They gave her a solo.
It's
sake.
okay.
Ick.
I had a friend. Shut that mouth.
crazy.
I had a friend who, when I was in college, he was a producer under Ice Prince's label.
Okay.
And he invited me to a video shoot, so I was there.
So
front
have you
and
seen the video yet?
Nah, I think you showed me the video.
center. I will never show it to anybody.
I need to go and
I'm
find
gonna
it.
make that a thing that everybody we are searching for
Somebody,
Kesi
everybody.
You know
in
what?
Ice Prince's
If I show
music
you what I was
video.
wearing that
Please
day,
find it.
Bomba Club wedges, 80 denier black tights, and 1 pink
Oh,
peplum
you was
dress.
wearing those dark tights.
I got my makeup done. Yeah, because I was coming from college and it was very last minute. Like on the day, they were like, "Do you want to come to the shoots today?"
Lord
Found
have
myself in
mercy.
Elephant and Castle at the tender age of 16. Anyway, that's my story.
I don't know if
On the
Casey's
pedestal
era of being a
today.
vixen. What the heck?
That wasn't the final time. Alert. Anyway, moving swiftly on. I've lived so many lives.
My
I can
What a great
tell.
time. Anyway,
Oh.
on the pedestal today, we have Eddie There we go.
This guy, man.
Toby,
Look.
take it away.
Look,
All
we
right.
have Hush Puppy on the scenes.
Okay, so yeah, I was going to say speaking of Nigerians. So we have, these are, it's a Gucci and Adidas, no,
No.
MLB collaboration.
New York Yankees only.
Isn't it the MLB thingy or no?
No, it was New York.
Just
it
New
was
York Yankees
New York
specifically.
Yankees, yeah.
Okay, so this is the New York Yankees and Gucci collab. They are a meal. It's a Gucci meal.
Yep.
Toby, would you like to tell us a
me
bit
see them
more
in person.
about your latest purchase? Can I get one?
will definitely love to. Now,
You need to
this
get.
shoe
You need
here.
to, you need to scratch this with a
I
knife.
let that do naturally. Let that happen naturally.
Let me before you continue. This is how you're gonna walk into the rave like this. Wait.
This slipper right here. It's a slipper that I've wanted for I think about a year now.
Oh, really?
Could never find it.
Oh,
I first saw it on.
Inside, Casey. Put your hand in.
I'm
Yeah,
just did it.
No, like this.
It's
No, but he's put his
comforted to the
toes
blue.
in
No,
there,
please.
man.
Hey, come on, what's on my toes?
Quilted.
My toes are good.
Anti-back.
Hey.
Quilted.
All I can say is, so I've wanted it
Lovely.
for the best part of a year now.
Get your hand out.
I feel like I've seen it like once or twice on Instagram. Most recently, I saw it on Anissa Dash's Instagram.
Oh wow, she's
Okay.
cool, so I can take that.
Yeah, the way she wore it, 10 out of 10. I've been looking for it. Obviously, it's one of those ones that you just, forget about.
Yeah.
Didn't even deep it.
These
Yeah.
are, these
And
are
then
cool.
I feel like I just randomly Googled it. I think I came across Anissa's Dash picture again randomly.
And you were like, let me
I
just
just Google it. And then I found it on Loose Collective, which is something I think is similar to Vestiaire, but it's like they're like a consignment
Okay.
kind of space, I think. And yeah, got it for, I think it was 2 bills, 200.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Do you remember how much they retail for?
I think retail would have been up for
Like
7, 8. 7, 800.
Right.
And brand new.
Brand new.
Yeah, they
Brand
look
new, not
really.
been
Do you know
worn
what?
Whatsoever. They look
In
gold.
person, they look better, innit?
Yes,
They're very
definitely.
gold.
Because
They're very
I've seen them in pictures and stuff. And again, Hush Puppy, Eden
Yeah.
Lounge, you name it, whatever the link, that's what it
100%.
gives.
I think, and as I was saying to you, is that what I loved the most about it was that it was one of those pairs where it's so random and outlandish, but at the same time, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like mule slippers are something that's really
They're
coming
in.
to start. I've seen A Million Door just bring out their travel slippers.
Yeah. Oh,
really?
In leather. I've seen a lot more brands bringing out mules. Bottega's got their suede version mules right now.
Okay.
It's in the interseal weave. So I feel like it's the thing that's becoming the thing right now. I'm just happy that I've got a piece that is like, I know it will never come back out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a nice statement piece.
Yeah,
Admittedly, I really didn't like it at first, but seeing it
Yeah.
in person,
They do
I
look
think
a lot
between the
better.
craftsmanship, yeah, for sure, it looks really good. I'm not mad. Diddly-diddly-diddly.
Yeah, man. If anyone has the Adidas and Gucci green suede gazelles in a size 10.5,
do you want to spend 6K?
That's not what I'm asking for.
Because I'm waiting for the pink ones, which has still been at 2.5.
Oh Lord! All right, I think that brings us to the end of Tables Trainers.
Trainers tables. All right, guys. So every single week we come with the latest. Oh wow, not every single week. When
Every
we can,
other week. Come on
we
now.
come with the latest news. When we can, we come with the latest news about music, fashion, what's popular in the culture, and
Zero.
sneakers. So the first thing on the list is Rich Homie Quan.
BEST.
Unfortunately, has died.
Come on, there had to have been a better way to
Much
say that.
better
but-
way. Much better.
You
Rich
sang the
Homie
song.
has unfortunately died.
Yeah, he unfortunately
Like,
died.
I'm talking about Henry VIII. Come on.
So have any of you figured out the reason why he died?
So, Jinx, go. You go ahead.
No, you go.
No, please go ahead.
I heard he OD'd.
Go ahead.
Oh, see.
Yeah,
There you go.
well, is that what you were gonna say? It's dad. So Boosie,
Yeah,
Boosie, little
badass.
messy boots, Boosie badass.
Yeah.
He literally tweeted, "Hey, I heard that Quad overdosed. I was just talking to him, man."
Yeah.
And that's
That was
it.
That was it.
So that's the word on the code. People are saying apparently it was like a bad
perk.
batch. Yeah.
Bad
What did you say? A bad bit?
A bad poop.
A bad
A bad batch or what?
Drugs.
Whatever it is, whatever he's
Whatever
on.
pills he
Everything's
took.
getting laced these days
Yeah,
with
man.
fentanyl. So
No.
I hope that's not the case. Because isn't that how who
Juice
passed
WRLD.
this bad?
Juice WRLD died. He overdosed.
It was Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD that died in the airport. Overdosed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought that was it an overdose or was it? Did he have heart problems? Or that was Lil Keed. Someone had
Keed.
heart
No,
problems.
Lil Keed.
Had heart problems.
Lil Keed had heart problems.
But that was because of the drugs.
Yes, and I think that was the same with Juice WRLD as well. I think his mum
serious?
came out and he was like, "Nah, he wasn't at the
wasn't
time"
good.
or something like that. Maybe I'm confusing the both. but
And what's the guy from ASAP?
Yams.
Yeah,
Yams.
Yams. He overdosed.
Did he overdose?
Yeah, it was
He
overdose.
overdose.
I didn't know Yams.
I definitely believe it was overdose.
Crikey, man.
I might be wrong.
That's really scary, man. People need to stop taking drugs for real.
I mean, for real. Like,
for
what are
real,
we
for
doing?
real. Like, come on, man.
I think it was
Yeah,
overdose.
accidental
Yeah.
drug overdose
Yeah.
Ah, accidental.
due to mixed drug intoxication.
Yep.
I mean, like,
Crikey.
Yeah, they be
Come on,
mixing
guys.
everything in a cauldron and then that's it.
Come on, man. That's
Like-
really sad. What
Yeah,
about Nope, he was shot.
Nope.
Okay.
What? Tatiana? Yeah,
he was shot.
He was shot.
Yeah,
He was shot in daylight.
Rough. Yeah, it's really sad. What is your favorite song with Rich Homie Quan?
I don't have a favorite song. I have a favorite time.
Tell me.
And to be honest, early career, obviously you have Hit the Quan.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
But that wasn't his song, was it?
But
Yeah,
I feel like that time for me personally epitomizes him.
Yes, I hear that.
Because
Agreed.
you had the Rich Gang era.
Yep.
Which was one of like the most.
It was a soundtrack of an era of my
life. Yes.
Yeah, it was.
It really was. It was a time for me, like
Yeah,
a
for
huge
sure.
time. Like there was a time when I was listening to nothing but Young Thug, Rich Homie. Obviously, once Gunna came out, it was that period too. But there was just that period where Atlanta just took over.
That is when Atlanta took over.
Exactly, and they were pioneering everything. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
you know, it can never be forgotten if I'm honest.
But if you could pick one song,
Flavor
is crazy.
Flavor's 10 out of 10. Rich Homie Quan by himself though.
no, me can't do that.
Nah. He is not a solo act.
Yeah,
He did have solo songs.
but none that I'm about to name now.
No. But what I'm trying to say, he was not a solo act. It did not work with him being solo. There were no great
But
songs
he had
with him
some
being
bangers.
solo.
No, he definitely did.
He did,
He
but
definitely did.
that's
You
not
can't-
what I'm
it's not
going
what I
to remember
him
at this
for.
time.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can't lie.
So what does that mean?
It means
Let's go.
okay.
We have once again that's with
Oh
Fug.
bloody heck!
That's with Fug.
Okay.
That's not him. Yeah.
Wow, what are we?
Yeah. So Kesi, what was your favorite song that had Rich Homie Quan on it?
Yes, heavy
wow.
on what had it on it. Yeah, it's not looking good, is it?
It's not looking good.
Yeah.
Dog.
Do you know what the thing about Rich Homie Quan, is that Rich Homie Quan recognized that he didn't recognize it for long enough, but he recognized that he works better as a collaborative act, which is why Rich Gang was so strong.
Yeah.
When he started looking for his own shine, it's really unfortunate, but unfortunately, that's kind of where I tapped out.
Yeah. It gets like that sometimes.
So one of my favorite songs, if not my favorite song, I'd probably say is Da Vinci.
yeah, great song.
Da Vinci?
Great song.
Yeah. 10 out of 10, no notes, completely flawless. Tell me, baby, would you ride for a nigga? Hey. Would you die for a nigga? Hey. But whose voice is that?
That's
Fug.
Fugs.
Yeah,
See,
shit.
that's the thing. A lot of the songs that you love.
Work
Rich
on
Homie
it in the
had Fug on it.
daily. No, that's
Yeah,
not.
that's
The
Thug
song
as
I
well.
was singing was called Walk Through, by the way.
Huh?
Walk through in a minute,
That has aged terribly.
What's Rich Homie Quan's verse on Givenchy?
You tell me. Anyway, next
about
thing
yours?
on the
What's
list,
your favorite song?
it's Flavor.
Okay.
I guess I could understand what the issue was back
Yeah,
then.
yeah, because Doug was holding everyone up.
But I will
Anyway.
say, just before we go on, hold tight that one DJ that was singing Lifestyle,
Lifestyle. You don't know that was your quiz.
Beginning.
That was your quiz.
Yeah, that was the quiz.
Loading up.
Nonsense.
Man.
And Gunnar was just in the background, just
Yup.
taking it all in.
Taking notes, taking
it all in.
notes.
All right.
Anyway,
mate.
next thing on the list is Kif and Giorgio Armani will be releasing a collection.
Oh,
Yes, yeah, because I was about to, because I thought it was released, but it isn't released yet.
happy
They
day.
are preparing, shush your mouth. They are preparing to release a collection, and I think the reason why this collection is so big, this is actually Giorgio Armani's first collaboration,
I thought as much.
huge.
and with Kif,
Yeah.
mad.
Tell me.
Kif does not sell out.
No.
Ever.
No.
This collection
You're
is going
wrong.
to be like Zenga.
No, you're wrong. Kif does sell out, but it only sells out in specific items, and I'll tell you the items.
It's because they've got three
Wait.
items.
No, they got a lot.
All right.
No. If you go on the Kif website, he has a lot. The Kif bogos sell out.
Okay.
The Kif hats sell out. The Kif others don't sell out.
I'm going to have to put another brand on blast because I feel like they do the same thing.
$8 million though.
$8 million.
Yeah.
100%.
I feel like what they do is that on release day,
Expensive rich shit.
I feel like on release day, I feel like they just toggle the sold out to make it look like it's
Sold out, in stock, sold out,
Because
in
they
stock,
always
sold out,
they
in
do a
stock.
sell and everything comes back.
Yeah.
But what I will say, for both, actually, more $8 million than Kif, the items are great though.
No, the items are definitely
I think
great.
they're both great.
They make amazing items. We're just getting priced out.
Yeah.
What do you want us to do? I'm
No,
not buying a
but no,
£500 jacket every
But
other
Kif
week.
isn't that expensive.
Kif is quite expensive.
No, go onto the Kif website.
It's
T-shirt-
not as expensive
T-shirt
as
£60.
£70. Hats are £70.
Come on.
Toby, how much are you buying t-shirts now?
Yeah, exactly.
Let me land. T-shirt £70, hat £70, jackets £3, cardigans like £350.
That's not.
Yeah.
It's not that expensive, unfortunately.
$8 million.
It's not
How
that
much?
far off from
how much?
Amy.
$8 million is a £500 cardigan, mate.
No, they're similar pricing, guys.
They're
What the
similar
heck,
pricing.
They're similar pricing. But let's go back to the matter at hand. Let's
Yes.
talk about Kid
Yeah.
and Giorgio Armani.
Yeah. So-
Listen, it's gonna be like Ferragon and Xenia.
Oh, come
I'll be
on, man.
so real with you. What are we doing?
No.
What are we doing?
The thing is, yeah, the reason why there's a bit of a difference here, firstly, fearing God. And
Fearing him,
God.
Lord.
Yes.
I fear Jesus.
Fear of God and Zegna, the issue with those two brands is one, Fear of God was such a plaid brand. It was so boring and dry that they came with another even drier brand.
Yeah.
A brand that was drier than the desert.
No.
And
I'm
all
not
they
accepting
did,
that.
and all they did
Was made Dwight times Dwight.
all they did, they made, so Jerry Lorenzo made Essentials.
Yeah.
He's also got Fear of God. He made Fear of God Extreme with Zegna. Now, with Kith and Giorgio Armani, firstly, I haven't seen all the items, but I think I saw like a suede number, a black suede number that had the Kith and the Giorgio Armani sign. How about that if it's all right?
Yeah, but let me tell you something. Yeah,
Go
once
ahead,
again, when the Ferragon and Xenia collection came out, we were actually excited about it. Being truly why?
Okay, yeah.
Because the thing that Xenia does very well is tailoring.
Yes.
100%.
Yep.
Precise. If you're looking for tailoring and you've got the
Xenia's
money
your
to
man.
spend,
Yep.
Xenia's your man.
Yep.
If you're looking for something simple but interesting silhouettes, Ferragon
Ferragon.
does that. So when they came together, they definitely produced that
Yes.
in bucket loads.
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, the whole collection, almost the whole collection, majority of the collection, if I had the money, I could have purchased.
Yep.
However, once again, we were priced out. There's these are, I'm not looking at a pair of track bottoms and thinking, oh yeah, I'm happy to drop 2K on these track bottoms.
Right.
Like, these are normal track bottoms. These are like track bottoms that I'm wearing right now. Even though they're built quite very well and the tailoring is probably 10 out of 10 and the materials are 10 out of 10, they're still getting priced out. And this is what I feel like is going to happen in the Kith and Giorgio Armani collection.
All right.
You're going to see a jacket, an overcoat for 2K, 3K.
All right.
And they're only going to produce two.
So
and
let
let's
me-
say maybe they will sell out, but Jay-Z will buy one of them.
Let me show you some of the items, okay? Yeah?
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
How much do you think that will be?
Oh, it's going to be expensive.
2,000.
Exactly.
But wait.
20K. Easily 15.
So while you're showing that on the screen, yeah,
That is really nice, by the way.
I
That
would,
hat, 20K.
I would really like
That's
to.
a muffler.
There you go.
I would like to share my thoughts about this collaboration.
Please
There you
do.
go on.
I think that some streetwear brands like Kith and Amélie Ondor, I think they go down the direction of, because their creative direction is so strong, they find designers that fit theoretically what looks great. They can create some real nice stuff, but the practicality of Giorgio Armani and Kith, just like New Balance and Miu Miu in some instances, just like
Or New Balance and Laura Piana.
yeah, or like some of these collaborations
I want that trainer, by the
with
way.
high fashion designers. I don't really understand it. Like, I know why it looks nice, and if they're doing like 5 pieces, very exclusive, very small amount, sure, whatever, then it's just something to do. But I don't know if that's something that I'm supposed to be getting excited about. I don't feel any excitement towards
This
that collaboration. No.
It feels very dystopian. Like, it feels almost like it's like you're not getting it in
It's just
my
so
opinion.
random.
You're not getting it in my opinion. I feel like, yes, we are looking at 2 big brands. Let's look at I'm going to move away from Kith and Giorgio Armani, look at New Balance and Laura Piana.
Yeah.
We're looking at 2 big brands that do stuff within their categories very well.
yeah.
But there's no need for them to come together and
At
try and do stuff
all.
together, because ultimately, I'm not looking for that. I've never sat there and said in my head, oh, it would be really nice to have a Laura Piana collaboration on a New Balance shoe. Because
Yeah.
number one, Laura Piana's colours on a New Balance shoe for me is kind of just played out. It's basically just browns and greys and pastels and all sorts.
And Laura Piano is literally known for its driving shoes, bro.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
And then on top of that, you're looking at you're saying that, okay, it's just going to be very well stitched, and then you want to go and chuck a 1K price tag on a shoe, and it's like, this is actually a dad shoe.
Yeah.
It's a New Balance that's supposed to be worn to the ground.
Go on.
I think for me, I don't agree with both of you.
Okay.
I feel like it's bridging. I think this is where streetwear, or should I say, what can I call it? Contemporary
Sportswear.
contemporary brands are coming that are collaborating with luxury brands. I think this is the way it's supposed to be. I think, as we said on previous episodes, where streetwear was trying to do the luxury thing itself, there was that grey area where it was like, okay, fashion is a bit weird. I feel like this is the way collaborations should be, when luxury brands then collaborate with other brands such as like New Balance and such. This is the way it's supposed to be. Similar to when Dior did it with Nike. That was a good mixture of a what's it called, streetwear brand with a high fashion brand. I like it. The Laurent Pianos, I like it. I really like it.
I'm not necessarily mad with high fashion brands collaborating with streetwear. And I'll give a good example. The Loewe and on Athletic on trainers. I really liked them.
I like them as well.
I thought they were
like the collection itself,
and I think that was a good pairing. I think like when I think about Kith and Giorgio Armani, like, okay, let's go back. When I think about the Loewe and the on trainers, I know exactly who that is marketed for, and I know exactly who's gonna buy it, and it makes sense.
Okay.
When I think about the Kith and Giorgio Armani collaboration, unless I missed something, Giorgio Armani is not like
popping like that anymore.
Not only is he, it's not even just the fact that he's not popping, but when I think about Giorgio Armani, I can't pick out a thing that I'm like, okay, he is renowned in this, and so it makes sense for Kith. Yeah, but then what's Kith got to do with that then?
Kith
I don't feel like it's a good like marriage, in my opinion.
I think it is.
Kith for me is just another Supreme, if I'm honest. Without being a skateboard brand.
No.
Kith collabs with everybody.
But the thing is,
and their aunt.
I don't agree with you.
They
I don't
collab
agree
with everyone. How do you go from Marvel to Giorgio Armani?
Okay, respectfully, I think it's
the direction?
I think it's a disrespect saying that he's similar to Supreme.
Why?
I feel like Kith is in the same place as Amy Leondor. It's just that Kith. The thing about Kith has, I feel like he's a lot more creative with what he's trying to do.
You can be creative. You can definitely be creative, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like it also your collaborations need to be curated as well. I feel like when you have a name and you have a brand, it's all good and well and saying that I built my brand to a point where it can stand by itself, but you tend to reduce that a little bit when you're just doing things with everyone. And I don't need to see a Kith, like I've seen Kith tents, I've seen Kith Marvel statues, I've seen
but you
Kith
liked
and the NBA. There's bits that you will like, yes, but when it becomes too overly saturated, I'm like, I don't know where the direction is anymore. What are you expecting from a Kith and a Giorgio Armani collection?
So let me
you didn't see anything.
Okay, so let me add this. What's the difference between what Kith is doing and what Virgil did? When Virgil did it with Avion Water, when Virgil did it with Moet, when Virgil did it with all these different brands, none of us were saying this.
So I hear you. What I was going to say when Tobi was speaking is that I think that what it feels like. Remind me the name of the owner of Kith.
Ronnie Fake.
Right.
Ronnie Fake or Ronnie Fake?
Ronnie Fake or Ronnie.
I'm going to call him Ronnie.
Right.
The thing about Ronnie, is that it feels like these collaborations that he's coming up with are like personal.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Of
course,
right? It's got a personal stamp on it, and that's where I see the difference between Kith and Supreme.
Yeah,
that it's like a personal touch, which is why he might do Marvel today. He might do a watch brand tomorrow.
Yeah, he did it with Taco.
Yeah, exactly. So
which was great.
Yeah, and the thing is, what it goes to show is that like the collaborations are following him as a person.
Fair.
Yeah,
and that is the link that I would put to Virgil in that. When I think of all those collaborations that Virgil was doing or Off-White was doing, whatever label it was under, I'm thinking about it because Virgil is the creative. So if that's the direction that Ronnie wants to go down, I wish that I would see more of Ronnie front facing. And this is not to say that he's not out there because I know that he is, but for it to be I want to see Ronnie's name at the same time that I'm seeing Kith's name, so that I can understand that this direction is based on your personal choices.
Okay. Do you not feel like if you know Kith, you don't know Ronnie?
I feel like you could know Kith and not know Ronnie.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, I do.
No.
I disagree because I am somebody who knows Kith and I don't know Ronnie.
I feel like we're coming from a viewpoint of we actually understand and know Ronnie. Not like we don't know Ronnie, but like we've followed him.
Yeah.
Essentially. So we understand what Roddy's like. Kind of like we understand what's the owner of Amy Leondor's name again?
Teddy Santis.
Teddy Santis. Kind of like we've seen Teddy Santis
And also Rude and Ruigi.
Exactly, we've seen those people, so we understand. It makes sense for us. But if anyone was supposed to, for example, if you're walking around in Paris and you walk into the Kith store, you
don't know who owns it.
You wouldn't know the owner. But the thing is, when we look at it and we see it, and we're like, a lot of this makes sense. Because it's very him.
Yeah. And I feel like, going back to what you're saying, and you've basically answered the question. If you stay in touch with Ronnie Feig or Ronnie Feig's like what he does, you would understand the reason for every single one of the collaborations that he does.
Yeah, and that's fair.
So for example, with the Tag Heuer watches, he's into watches.
Yep.
He's a big watch collector.
Yep.
And that watch came from that specific Tag Heuer watch was a watch that his mum got him when he was young.
Oh wow! Okay,
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, so when he was younger, that was the first type of watch his mum bought him. It was that specific type of watch, that model.
Yeah.
And then
that's a really nice touch.
Yeah.
I wish we would have heard that.
That's true.
More. Those are the things that justify.
But it's only if you. So, for example, the only people that are going to know that is if you are
Take
into
interest.
that guy.
But then again,
I
the marketing can put that at the forefront.
Thank you.
There can be a campaign which they could have chucked out there, simple, and just be like, "This is the story."
But
what's his name? Nigel Sylvester did it with his trainers recently.
But this is a bit different though, because it's one of those ones where, at the same time, the one thing I know with I've realized with Ronnie, as if this is my friend, is that he isn't someone that just throws it out there. You need to be involved in his brand and understand his brand if you want to know these things. Yeah. So, for example, I watched Talking Watches with Houdinki and he was on it. That's the only reason why I know it, because I'm into him, and I was like, okay, Ronnie's actually doing watches. Let me see what watches he's doing. Then he spoke about his watch collection. In regards to the Giorgio Armani piece, there was a piece on YouTube where he was talking about his love for Giorgio Armani and his mastery. Yeah. And then he spoke about, okay, I'm doing this collection. So if you're not into Ronnie, you wouldn't know. So it's one of those ones, like, if you know, you know. And a lot of people don't even know about Kith itself.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I hear you, and I think you raised some good points, so let's just move on.
Anyway, next thing on the list is Hader Ackerman.
Hader Ackerman.
It's not Hader.
No, you did good.
No. Hader Ackerman is appointed the creative director of Tom Ford.
Yes, he is.
Now, I don't know much about this person, but it's exciting to see that there's a new creative director of Tom Ford. I would like to see the direction he will be able to take the brand, because Tom Ford already has a very strong brand presence, especially for its tailoring, its suits, its shoes, and its shoes as well. So, yeah, I don't know who this person is. I just saw a picture of him and I was like, wow, okay, interesting.
Tobi?
So Hader Ackerman, the reason why I know of Hader Ackerman is because back in the era of Kanye, before he was a bit wild, there was a famous velvet bomber jacket which Kanye wore.
That black one?
He had a black one, but the one that everyone really knows one's red.
Oof.
And that was from Hader Ackerman.
Ooh.
And at that
is that
time,
one with the big zip? Or the black, and it had a black bit on the zip? Yeah, I think.
Very cold piece.
Yep.
It's one of those archive pieces which, once again, you could probably never find for a reasonable price. But that was the main reason for why I knew about Hader Ackerman. I didn't really follow his career past that.
Yeah.
But once again, he's just an icon in terms of hip hop because of that jacket. Kanye put him on, in my opinion. So once again, seeing his name pop up again is just interesting to me. That's the only reason why I wanted it on the news, to be honest.
Can I just say one thing before you talk, Kesi?
Go for it.
I'm not gonna lie, Tom Ford, if I had the money,
I saw Femi Otedola wearing one of the tracksuits one time.
Mate,
clean, very clean.
If I had the money, I would be wearing Tom Ford and Celine. Oh my goodness, the Celine tracksuits, the suede. Oh gosh, man.
But Hader Ackerman at Tom Ford, what, if anyone actually knows about his designs, what would you be expecting?
Kesi?
So I was just about to go through like his resume just so we have an idea of like what he's on. So one of the main things to note is that sorry to your box. No, Ackerman was actually one of the designers that was approached after Galliano left Dior. And he was one of the designers that was approached to take over as creative director. So you have an idea of like what sort of vibe he's on.
He's about that life.
And he also declined taking over as creative director for Maison Margiela.
Ooh.
So
I don't think it would have worked. So
that's fine. So you just keep that in mind, yeah? So in 2016, he joined Berluti as creative director.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And So that, and then he stayed there for 2 years and then he left. And then also okay, no, we can skip that. Basically, what we need to know is that he is currently the creative director of not only Tom Ford, but Canada Goose as well.
Oh, is it?
Interesting.
Yes.
For me, Canada Goose is a dying brand.
Yeah, I hear that. I don't think it's really focused about fashion, and obviously because they wouldn't let go of the real fur.
Yeah.
They're not too hot right now. But people have described him as basically like the new YSL, the new Yves Saint
Heidi
Laurent.
Slimane.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, that's even a, that's
You're going to be expecting skinny jeans. You know.
Well, the thing is about Tom Ford, yeah.
He's
So
not a
you've
skinny
spoken about.
guy.
Well, hold on, because you've spoken about tailoring, yeah.
Yeah.
One thing about Tom Ford, he's American, right?
yes.
So, yeah.
I think so. I think when I see his style, Tom Ford style, I feel like
Him
it
him
is
himself or the brand?
the brand,
Okay.
which I think replicates Tom Ford's
Fair.
style.
Yes.
It reminds me of an American YSL. It's very slim. It's tailored, but it's very slim. Like it's for the stylish man. It's for, do you
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I get you.
it's a very stylish brand. It is kind of flashy.
It is flashy.
It's kind of flashy.
It is a little flashy.
It's flashy, not in its colors,
Tracksuits of velour.
but it's very flashy. It's velvet.
Yeah,
It's,
okay.
do you know what I mean? It's luxurious.
Even the
I
suede
feel
tracker
like,
jackets as well.
so this is what I'm saying. I feel like he can really bring. I think he can bring a nice stylish element to that.
Yeah.
I think he's a good successor.
I
And
think
thinking about the other designers that really could have,
taken over the
and I think he's a good pick. I do.
I think yeah. If he's coming off the Heidi Slimane era, I feel like it makes a lot of sense. It's very clean, not clean. It's very
minimalistic.
not minimalistic, because really and truly Heidi Slimane for me and his collection, because Heidi Slimane went over to Celine, which is why they're very similar in designs. And the designs are like, it's punk rock designs, but it's like it's clean in a way. Like it's well produced garments that are built to last, I would say. But the ethos behind it is punk rock. And I feel like that's what Hader Ackerman, or Hader Ackerman, I think his name is, kind of does as well. Pretty similar. Going back to that jacket once again, it is a velour jacket. So I think bringing that to Tom Ford, bringing that into tailoring would be very interesting.
Yeah,
Would
agreed.
it take away from what Tom Ford is? I don't think it will do it
I don't
too
think
much
so.
because as you said, Tom Ford is very similar to the Saint Laurents and the Celine at the moment. So yeah, I think it's a good fit.
Yeah.
All right. Next thing on the list is Vibes Cartel and Oasis.
What's going on there?
They're going to be doing concerts, separate concerts. Not that they're not doing concerts together.
The reason for
Yeah.
why I put this on there
Tell me.
is for the sheer price that we're seeing the tickets.
You don't know Vibes Cartel is trying to reap back everything that
What's
was
he
taken away
doing?
from
Is he doing a
One of
worldwide?
Vibes, he's doing I think it's a comeback tour in Jamaica.
Damn, it's
and
chilly
what I
in this
saw is that
bitch.
one of it's
Very cold.
I think one of the tickets that I saw was 10,000 USD.
Ah, come on, brother.
No joke.
What's going on?
No,
Are you
joke.
hanging
You
from
are
the
not
light?
you are not the world
No.
best no more.
Joke. He's Freedom Concert Tour. I've gone back into the website.
Is that resale prices or is that retail?
This is retail. So we're looking at bleachers. The bleachers, I think that's in the
Not
guards.
the bleachers.
150 USD.
It's the fact that they called it the bleachers.
Yeah, grandstand 400 USD. Infield 500 USD. And then we go down and then we see Cycle Track has now been increased from 10,000 USD to 12,500 USD. But you know what they told you?
Tell me.
Taxes included.
Oh, well, thank
We can
God.
continue. Center stage is 2,000 USD. Tier 1 tickets are already sold out. Tier 2 tickets for Saturday are going on sale very soon. So my issue is,
10K, bro.
Can he
12
even
bags.
still sing?
he could probably still sing. That's not my business. You are not going to sit there and be selling tickets for 12.5K.
He said for every year I've been away.
Oh, yeah.
I add another K.
Like, and then the other side was, and once again, this is not Oasis's fault, but Oasis resale ticket prices.
How much?
Yeah, I was seeing like $6 or something like that.
6 bills, 5-6K.
Oh shit. That means I missed out the zero.
5-6K.
But
And
I heard that Ticketmaster's going under investigation.
yeah, Ofcom.
Really?
Ofcom is basically gonna. Is it Ofcom? No, not Ofcom. It's someone. Someone's
Not
gonna
the
look into it.
schools.
Yeah, someone's. gonna look
Somebody,
into it.
someone's watchdog.
Somebody's looking at
a
the
watchdog.
Yeah.
Didn't they do that with Beyonce though?
It was Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
So
Taylor Swift.
ultimately, my thing is my question is reselling back
Reselling is not back.
In terms of tickets, though.
I don't think reselling is back.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't think, as far as legendary artists are concerned, reselling never left.
We are in an economic crisis.
Yeah, but
I feel like people are gonna buy
niggas
them.
are gonna buy it, man.
Really?
Oasis haven't performed. They've been beefing for years.
Oasis?
Yeah, today is gonna be the day.
I saw people in a
Gonna
queue.
throw it back to you.
People in a queue with like 700,000 people.
People are offering up their garden. People that live locally, they're
Serious?
offering up their garden. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
They were
There you
like,
go.
if you show me your ticket or something like that, like you can spend a couple of days at my house, because obviously the hotels in the areas like
probably
all stupid
packed
prices.
out.
Oh, mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, you guys can sleep in my garden. Like, it's no problem.
Wow.
It's mad. Anyway,
There you go.
All right. Next thing on the list is Pa Salou. Is out of jail.
sorry. We were on the topic of tickets, so I want to ask you guys a question.
Go for it.
How possible do you think it is out of 10, yeah, that we'll find ourselves at the Ashake concert?
It's very slim.
When is the concert? 2 weeks.
21st.
It's very slim. And whoever is selling their ticket, there's a big reason why.
I've got to be
There's
at
a
that
big
concert,
reason
man.
why.
If someone wants to get me a ticket
Yeah,
or allow me
man.
into a box,
Come on, bro.
Yeah, no.
I would not turn that down.
Do you know what? It's not. Do you know what? The reason why I'm not angry is because when it came out, I said, guys, let's get the tickets, and everyone just
still
looked at me.
available, though.
Everyone
But
looked at
bear
me
in
as if I was a pigeon in the
Bear in
room.
mind that the album hadn't come out by that
Yes,
point.
it's true.
I'm not going
back there
I
to hear
foresaw
Drew.
something,
And-
I foresaw something.
Tickets are still available.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Level 4 or level 1 or
Oh, there's still some level 1 tickets available. £111 or £100.
that's the price of the ticket, bro.
Today is gonna be the day when I don't buy that ticket.
111 is the one right at the end of the store, but if you move 2 seats in, it's 100.
Oh, well, thank God.
I don't believe in anybody.
Hey, I don't know why they want to turn this place into an
I do.
icebox, but they said your time is running out.
You said, you want AC, huh?
No,
Polar
forget
bears.
that. Forget that.
I'm not trying to catch a cold.
It's not no
Not at all.
Yeah, please, anybody,
Sort it
somebody
out.
help me.
Sort it out, please.
I need to be at the Ashake concert. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I need it bad.
I
I'll
do
report
too,
back.
actually.
I'll let you know if I actually end up there
all
on
of
that
the
day.
people that are listening, deaf ears.
Help me.
If anyone's got
Okay.
a box, just let me know.
Help me.
Anybody.
Yeah, literally. All right,
Anyway,
let's move on. Sorry.
next thing on the list is Pa Salou
Yeah.
has been released from jail, and he has released a dirty banger called Belly.
Yes. How do you guys feel about
I really
him
like
being
it.
released from prison?
Oh, about him being released from prison?
Yes, please.
Do you know what? I forgot about that nigga.
I'll be so real. I completely forgot about
I
him.
forgot about that nigga, but
I was very surprised when I heard he came out of jail. 'Cause I was like, where did you go?
Where did you go? I was like, did the career end?
I didn't know where he went.
I didn't even know he went to jail.
But that's the thing. I feel like
I didn't know he went to
we've
jail.
had so many hotcake artists out here where they just like come and go. It's like, what's
Yeah,
come
I
and
hear
go.
it, I hear it.
I just thought he just fell off. I was like, okay, that's it. They probably dropped it, but that was it.
No, 100%.
So you guys don't remember when you got sentenced?
Hell no.
But do you know what? There's something I didn't
So much has
realize. Yeah?
happened since then. It's crazy.
There's something I realized. I didn't know he got shot 19 times.
What?
I didn't know that was real.
19?
19 times.
That's not real.
He got shot 19 times, then he released a banger 5 weeks after.
Oh yes, that was him, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
got shot 19
it was.
times.
19 times. He said, God, thank you.
And
I
he's
got to
still
make
here.
Obviously,
Yeah, man.
like, you know, God
How many
is
times
good,
did Fifth Cent get shot? 10 times?
9.
9.
Oh, damn, 6 more times.
10
10
more
more.
times. 19.
Oh, shit.
That
My
math there
calculations.
was
Terrible.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
All you
man.
had to do
Don't
was like
worry.
10.
They're not telling me to manage the budgets.
At all.
First of all, is he actually the person that's part of that Sneak Boy story where he turns to a cat?
Into a cat.
I don't understand, like, how you getting shot 19 times.
What I was going to say
Boy.
is that his
That's only God.
enemy is too useless because
They're
where
terrible.
were you shooting,
They were
bro?
like this.
You know, he did his whole outline.
That enemy was a punk. Oh, Lord. Fam, you got to pray that all your enemies are useless like
Honestly,
that.
they have to be.
Man,
That's-
7 shots in the left leg, the 2 shots in the arm.
And it's like,
nothing.
how do you even go report that back, like, to
What?
your people that
I
sent
shot him
you?
19 times, bro. Trust, he's dead.
And then you see on the news, he's alive. Are you crazy?
And he released a banger 5 weeks later.
You're
Sad,
paying
man.
for every single one of their
Oh,
bullets.
100%. 100%. I
What?
don't think that person's alive anyway.
Anyway, I'm very, very happy for Pastor Lou.
Yes.
The new single is
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm really, really excited for him.
Do you know what? It's I knew you wouldn't like it as much.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's okay. I like the beat.
The thing is, I'm so upset that artists need to go through certain situations for them to bring out a body of work. We don't look. Are we in chains?
Yeah.
Are we in chains? Do we need to go through trauma?
Yeah, man.
Before we can release some painful music. 50 Cent got shot 9 times.
Yep.
He released the best album of his life.
But he got shot 9 times before his career.
And what happened?
Yeah, but it brought upon the flying.
No.
Kanye West went for a car accident.
No. And what happened?
His career out.
No, but Pastor Lou as well. He got shot 19 times. 5 weeks later, he made a banger. He wasn't making music before then.
Very true.
Or if he was, we didn't hear it.
Yeah, I hate to see it. I'm happy for Pastor Lou.
Oh, happy he's out.
Yeah, I'm happy. Do you feel like it's going to change the sort of music that we hear? Because I feel, okay.
It's not, I don't know, but what type of music would you say his music is?
I would put it in the rap / drill / Afrofusion.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know where we are.
I
there.
really don't know, man.
Music is music.
It's
I feel like music from London, not London. Let me not say that. Music from the UK, London. Music from the UK. It's a lot harder to categorize than say the US.
It's a medley.
Everyone's tapping into their culture, so now we want to put in Afrofusion.
Yeah,
it's not Afrofusion.
I guess we can,
drill.
I guess we can put in Afrofusion. I'll be real, and the reason why is because
not Afrofusion. He's just African.
But look, that's the thing. It's true. So it's just rap. It's just rap. Yeah,
He's just rapping with an accent.
You sound like other races to a black person.
Whatever.
It's just his accent.
Yeah, that's why Wizkid said, "I'm not Afro anything, bitch."
Come on, man.
Yeah, don't do it like that.
Next thing on the list is Ivan Toney.
Hey!
Ivan Toney.
Ivan.
Oh, whatever, man. I don't watch football. I don't know.
You really don't.
But his eyes are slants, by the way.
Hey.
But Tony.
His eyes are open. That's what. That was on the chance that the Saudi Arabia.
That's how they welcomed him. For sure.
So this guy has
Ivan Tony.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll be dancing too.
Yeah.
I'll be dancing. That's a banger. In my opinion.
No, it was a banger. It was a banger.
That's a banger in my opinion.
Did you not see how he looked at him? He was like, oh gosh.
Yeah, that's a banger in my opinion.
Anyway,
For
tell me.
20K
to 400K a week.
Send
me to Saudi.
Send me to Saudi.
I'm telling you, I will play. Look, I will play the best football in my life. Michael. All
I'm about to do is score a goal or two.
What do you mean score? I'm just doing kick-ups.
Score a goal or two every now and then.
I'm doing kick-ups. I'll be a goalkeeper.
a week. Do you know what you do? You know what you do? People lose their mind over that kind of money.
Man. Yeah, man.
A week?
You don't understand. You think he cares about the kit. You think he cares about playing football. This guy has set his family up for the rest of their lives.
Man.
That's if
400K a week. All I got to do is one season. Come on, now you can send me wherever you want.
20 M's in 1 year.
One season. But the thing is,
and you know, no tax.
That's true.
No, Ivan told it.
But the issue is, the issue for him, God forgive me, because I hope this doesn't happen to anyone.
What?
Football's a bit mad.
What do you mean?
And anything can happen.
Racism.
Saudi.
No, Eduardo.
What injury? Finished. Look, I'll be real. It's fine.
Eduardo has never played football the same again.
Let him play for a month or two. You're still set. Let me tell you that right now.
Truly,
Come on, he was getting 20K at Brentford. 20 to 30K at Brentford.
So what? He was making 100 bags a week.
No, he was getting 20K a week.
20K.
Sorry, he was making 80K a month.
Yeah. It's still good money. Let's stop tying that down. It's still good money.
That's chicken.
But you've jumped from that to 400K a week. I do not know what to do.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do.
Even him, his mind is blown.
Let me tell you who I would become. What's my guy's name that I keep talking about?
Hush Puppy.
That footballer. Sugar. What's his name?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
The bougie one, the one that does all the music videos for himself.
Oh, Karim Benzema.
Yeah, Benzema.
Yeah, I'm Benzema.
That is who I'm becoming. Are you joking?
I'm bougie yourself.
A-Rab money. Are you
actually serious?
No. Are you kidding?
But the thing is, the reason why this was interesting to me is because I remember the times when people used to talk about football, and I'm like, you can't just go to these places because of the money. I remember when we first started hearing about crazy contracts, when we heard about Samuel Eto'o was going to China and just going to get like 800K a week.
He was getting dumb money.
And it was like, we started hearing about those contracts. We're like, oh, people just going there for the money. Like, they don't care about football. How the tables have turned. Because I'll be so real. Now that Saudi's coming to the conversation,
to the table.
I want to hear
nobody's nobody care about that
No, but the
anymore.
thing is, they're still saying it though. They're saying that Ivan shouldn't have done that. He's not representing
That's
England or
rubbish.
whatever.
Okay.
But every
Do you
time he
pay
played,
bills?
they wanted to remind him about his gambling that he was doing. Everyone
Exactly.
wants to remind him of the trouble he was doing.
Do you know
So-
what? But the only issue I have with that for him, and maybe it was him looking at his career and saying, okay, that's probably as far as I'm going to go.
Okay.
But with a lot of the people that you've already, for example, Samuel Eto'o, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi,
They've done their career.
they've done their careers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And right now, what they're making is just, you know what, this is for like my children's children.
Yeah.
Okay, put it this way.
For him, I understand.
Ivan Toney's 28 years old.
Yep.
Chai.
Average footballer's career will probably be done by about 32.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got about 4 more
he's
good years.
And the thing is, he's not the
You're not elite. You're not elite. You're
Yeah.
not Cristiano Ronaldo that can go
And
up to
Messi.
40s.
39.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're probably going to
True.
bow out when you're about 32. And really and truly, if you haven't got anything in place now, like a business or something like that,
Yeah,
like
it's a long
for example,
day.
Raheem Sterling, his girlfriend set him up for, it's his girlfriend because I don't know why it's not his
His
wife.
missus.
His missus set him up quite well. You know, they've got businesses out there which
Yeah.
are making them a lot of money. If you haven't got that, you better go and take that contract.
Yeah,
They just
fair.
chucked you a wild card.
Yeah. Imagine
Yeah.
saying no to that sort of money.
That's wild because
to
of
go and
football.
play in Brentford.
Mate,
Oh, ma.
you understand? Pass me
Rise
the
up.
money.
Yeah, because of the game.
We're making error
Bullshit.
money.
Just before we move on, so obviously Raheem Sterling's gone to Arsenal.
Yes.
Like-
on loan.
Yeah, how am I supposed to feel about this?
You should feel.
It feels so random, bro. What are you
It
doing
feels
there?
so stupid.
And
because
isn't he old?
he's getting there.
Well, how old is he, like
He's
26?
older than football. No,
He's like 30.
He's like 30 something.
Really?
26? No way.
Damn, he still looks like a
he's like
kid.
34.
He's not a spring chicken.
I feel like
He still looks like a kid.
My issue with Raheem is that you got to remember where Raheem came from.
It's Chelsea, no?
Before that, he was at Liverpool.
Oh.
Raheem came from Liverpool, by the way.
Oh,
No?
yes, he did. He was playing with the other black guy.
Yes,
Sorry,
he was
sorry.
playing with the
What,
other black
Sturridge?
guy.
That's the one.
There you go. So Raheem has had a history, and he's been with every single last one of our ops. Why the heck will we take
Yeah.
him? I just don't get what Arteta's doing. But at the same time, we need him.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
he's a
he's
good
needed.
player. He's a great player.
Because we haven't got super subs. We haven't got
Okay.
people that can come on and make a difference.
Okay.
Well, we do, but not enough. And if someone gets injured, he could
It's a
take their
long
place,
day.
or he could even start.
Yeah.
By the way, Raheem's 29.
Oh,
Okay, there you go.
okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
So he's.
So again, does
End
he have
times.
till 32 or does he have a bit longer?
I think he has a bit longer
I
than
think he's
Ivan.
got a bit longer.
Okay.
But a bit longer than Ivan.
I in my personal opinion, Ivan Toney, I haven't heard much from him, but his career has really taken off over the past
Because
2
of
to
the
3 years.
international games,
Like
right?
the international games, yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that put him on a pedestal.
Even in the international games, he really didn't do much.
he did quite well in
He did a bit, especially in penalties.
Yeah, in penalties he did quite well.
Oh, in the
No, but
penalties.
he came on and he made a difference. He
Yeah.
really did make a difference.
Yeah.
So,
I stood and I shut the bar.
Hey,
Come
he
on,
got him
man.
400K, so-
A period.
Yeah, I hear it.
Pick him up.
Anyway, next thing on the list. Okay, so obviously there's been some recent trainer drops. Guess what? For me, I haven't been watching them because you know what? Those recent trainer drops I don't care about.
yeah.
Okay.
So I can shed light on some of those drops.
I saw the Dover Street Saunders.
Yep.
They're not those shoes standards, by the way. They're just black.
Oh, they're black. I
They're
thought-
black
yeah,
and
that's
they're
right.
DSM exclusives.
I
No, they're not.
Yep.
They're coming out of Foot Patrol.
Well,
Fact, man. They're
they
not. They're,
exclusive came out today.
oh, so
They just probably just released it early.
Yeah.
okay, all right. The thing is, I'm not mad at them.
You
I could
want
do
them.
with an all black trainer.
Okay, so I tried in a pair of Sunders already.
Which one? The pink ones.
No, the
Power Puff.
the yellow ones. Yeah, those. And they hurt my feet.
On the sides or the front?
They squeezed my
Both
toes.
of them, yeah,
where
yeah.
it
Really?
squeezed my feet.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, not me because I got the right size.
Yeah,
but-
it squeezed
so
my feet.
What size
What
you try?
size did you
8.5.
try?
I think I got 8.5.
No.
Well, you see, nobody sent you to do that. I don't know who you think you are, Mr. Size 9.
like a sack. You know,
Don't
I
worry.
thought it was a sock that
You're
just
43.
You remember,
brother.
you remember what happened to me at Stratford with the Air Forces? Mate, don't want to do that to me again.
Hey, I thought it was a sock. So I
No,
just got,
you guys
yeah.
keep thinking that you're cute with your petite feet, bro.
Hey.
Buy your right
I'm a
size,
10.
man.
I come from an era where this is what we do.
Let it go, brother.
We
You grown
always
now.
got a petite
You're actually
shoe.
a
Yeah.
grown
And
man.
You know what I mean?
yeah, and I got the corns for it.
That's actually crazy. I feel like people nowadays probably didn't know that this is what people do.
Oh, 100%. No one wanted the big
got a
foot.
smaller shoe so that your foot can be like this.
Yeah,
not right. It's actually
no one
not
wanted
right.
a big foot.
No,
I'm telling you,
it's
Air
actually
Forces,
not right.
you don't want that Air Force to crease, so you got to get it tight.
No, that was a mistake.
Get it tight.
But,
I'm telling you, the corns.
Some of the drops recently, we have the Supreme Foam Persit slip-on. Have you guys seen that?
No.
But
Well,
I've
you
been
guys are
asking Casey for the longest to get some foam size. I don't know what her problem is.
Be
He-
prepared to be
Please.
scared.
White, black, which one do you want?
Wow.
Be
I get it.
prepared to be scared because I feel like these might still be sitting.
Let me
Okay.
Is it a CDG pair or is it just normal?
So this is an exact pair. But this
Okay.
is what the shoe looks like.
I'm not mad at that.
I like them.
Fuck off!
Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie.
I've seen them before.
I'm not mad at that, but what came into my mind, I will be racist if I say what I said.
I don't say
I will
that.
be
It's giving Lily
cancelled.
White.
No, is it?
No, say it and I'll bleep it.
It's giving Lily White, man. For
nah,
real.
man, because
Let
I'm
me
not gonna
see.
lie. It's a problem.
Is it still
I could
available?
get cancelled. I like it.
No,
I like them. I do.
You
I
can't.
do.
You can't like
What do
them.
you mean? You can't tell me.
You can't like them. I've been so
Toby,
real.
come on, man.
Toby.
Mr.
Guys.
Eccentricity.
No,
Guys.
we
gotta
accepted
understand me.
these. You gotta
Guys,
accept that.
you can't
See
like
that?
them.
No, see that with no sock. Yeah.
Oh
wait,
my
no
gosh, I'm
sock.
scared.
With
Mate,
some
if they were
denims.
yellow, they would look like Marnies, bro.
That. Oh,
Obviously, that one's scary, but
That's
the
a
all black one is very nice. Yeah, free Palestine.
KC.
It's the colours.
No,
But
I like
ultimately,
this.
no, don't you stare.
I think they're
Don't you
cold.
dare.
They have my
I like
size.
this.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, they
No,
do.
they
Don't you dare.
They have 5.5. Your toe
Don't
will
you
get busted,
dare.
blood.
Have you guys not seen the ad with
Do
this
they have a
shoe?
size 6?
They have a 7.
Is that what I said?
They have a size.
I'm not gonna. That would look nice on you.
I think so.
That would look nice.
How
on you.
much are they?
128. Please
That would
don't.
look nice
do
on
it.
you. With a
Please don't.
skirt, I can see you.
Please
Skirt, no socks,
don't.
none of that.
You.
Yeah, it's a nice mule
You
still.
Dover Street Market people, relax.
Man,
I've never bought anything from DSM a day in my life.
Oh, you haven't?
Not you.
Have
Yes,
got
you
Air
have.
Forces?
Is that not where you got your what's it called?
Ding.
Casey, is that not
What
where
about
you got your
LD
Sakai's
waffles?
that you sold?
There you go.
I saw you sold both.
Just one.
Another drop
Where's the
that
other
happened recently. What's your guys' thoughts? Did you guys like
I
this
like
shoe,
it.
right?
I like it.
I do.
Is that silver and black one available in anywhere?
Yeah, you can get anywhere else you want to go and find it, but they're very funky.
I like them. I like them personally.
they're very funny.
You know that video Hema did where she's dancing to
Free
what's
odd.
it- Yeah?
Free odd.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see whoever's gonna wear that is dancing
Is that
song.
place?
I have seen this shoe on people with no socks. Yeah, actually, no. Here you go. You guys can look at it. You guys are really gonna. Look
Why are
like
you gonna
some-
put on that one?
Because that's what I see.
Obviously, free
That's
Palestine,
what I
yeah, but
see.
that colorway is mad.
That looks like someone from Wu-Tang Clan.
What the heck?
No.
Nah,
You
come
look
on, man.
you look like the kid in PE that forgot their school shoes. I had to wear their school shoes. It just looks so out of place.
The all black ones, I'm not mad at. You can't make me be mad at them. I'm not going to.
You have to be mad at these composites.
I can't.
I'm
I'm
sorry
really sorry.
because I don't know where you're going.
I'm not mad at them.
You look like
I'm
you're wearing
not,
dress
I'm not.
shoes.
I like the silver and black ones with the icy blue bottoms. Better.
You've heard it here first. They're loving
So,
it.
what do you guys think about the Sunders then?
I think
black
the Sanders is
All
a
of them.
very nice shoe.
Yeah,
I need to see how it looks like in my size because I
they're
tried
sitting
it.
everywhere. So.
Yeah, they are. I tried it in 8.5 and the zip didn't close. Just out
busting
it.
open at the
Busted.
same.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I need to try it in my size.
That
but
would be the right thing for you to do.
Exactly.
I definitely agree. But I do love the shoe. I love the colorways that it's bringing out. I love the silhouette. I think it's a really nice shoe.
Yep.
I feel like it can stand the test of time.
No,
Yeah.
100%.
But they need to cut it off at some point very soon.
Did
before they
you
ruin
did you
it.
try the Dover Street pair?
I never got to. But
Okay.
I was a person that hated it at first.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was there with you.
Because that okay.
I was there with you.
I was always
did
a
hate it at
stan.
first.
Yeah, you were, but the white and black pair still isn't nice.
No, but I was talking about the all black.
Yeah, the blacks are nice.
Another recent drop was, did we talk about this last time? The Amamine Freeze.
No, we didn't.
No,
What was
no,
your
we
thoughts
didn't.
on those guys? Did you hate them? Did you love them?
I'm not the person to talk about because you guys know how I feel about Jordan.
The thing is, yeah, do you know what I need from Amamanier?
What?
I need them to release a Jordan 1 low
Okay.
in the same level that Travis Scott did the all white Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows. I need like luxury leather on a Jordan 1 low, and I think it will set out.
I
think they could do it.
I feel like outside of Travis and outside of Travis, because Union mucked it up too.
Yep.
I feel like outside of Travis, there isn't much to do with a Jordan 1 low.
Mm.
You can do color blocking. That's about it. There isn't much you could do with that shoe.
Well, it's the material. So imagine if they did the quilted inside and then used Italian leather
Yep.
for the Jordan 1 low, and then the Amamanier colors. If they use the right combination of colors, because this burgundy, all burgundy that they've been doing is just off.
But I do like the color combo.
What, the all burgundy?
The black, no, the black,
colour combo
yeah,
is
the
very
yeah,
nice.
the color,
Yes.
what's the word? I don't have the word, but like the color group. So like
Yeah.
black, burgundy, the cream.
Very nice.
I love that.
So
I
if they
do.
did that with
Palette.
Italian leather,
Word.
with
Thank
the
you.
quilted, with the quilt inside,
Yeah.
that's a banging
Yeah,
trainer.
I think it has the
Once again,
potential to
banging
be really
trainer.
nice.
The Amamine 3 is a beautiful shoe for me to look at.
Yes.
As soon as it goes on my feet,
Oh Lord.
Which pair though? Because they got a new pair.
The
that's
black
the one, the black pair.
I like it. I like the new pair.
I love it to look
in
at.
the picture. Yes.
Yes, to look at.
On your
It's
foot.
amazing.
School shoe.
I
kicker.
think
Extreme.
honestly, in your size, it will look nice. In your size, you just don't like Jordan 3s, but in your size, I think it'll look nice.
Does anybody want any Jordan 3? What's the colorway?
The,
Cements.
Yeah, reimagine. Call me.
you
In a
want to
6.
tell them?
Don't need a mate.
Damn, okay.
Boy.
Love you, Nike.
Last-
so much.
I think you might miss them, you know.
Last shoe on
When
the
was
list.
the last time you saw me with them on my foot?
Hey.
Boy.
Come on, brother.
Last shoe on the list is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Mocha.
Yeah.
So,
4 years too late.
Skrilla bought them.
Yep.
Shout out Skrilla.
Shout out
He sent them to me. I'm not mad at them.
They're
I think
fine.
I think it's one of those shoes that you would also wear to work. It's a great shoe.
I did want them.
They're fine.
Want them, but I left them alone.
Yep.
Yeah. After I tried jumping on the Jordan 1 wave with me buying the high top mockers, which was a great trainer, it's just not for me.
I will share my opinion more on that in our main topic.
Yeah,
But
let's go.
Yeah, not good. Should we just move on?
Yeah, let's
go straight
on to what?
Let's just move into the main topic.
All right, let's go.
Okay, guys, so a nice little segue there. We want to talk about the downfall of Nike today.
Yes, indeed.
Now, listen, Nike's always love. And let's just start this off by saying that Nike will never not be on top, right? We know that they are the beast that they are. We know that they're legends for what they've done. And the last 5 years, or even the last 10 years, is still not going to take away from what they have done and what they've created.
You could do something amazing, but you still have to pay for your crimes.
You do, but it's not a situation where Nike's only as best as their last 10 years.
Oh,
we know
no,
it's
for
not
sure.
that. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? We just know that's not the case.
I think for Nike, you know when a brand is starting up,
Yeah.
and they're doing all the tricks and the bells and whistles and
Yeah.
everything, and it's like everything that you're doing is new.
Yeah.
The past 10 years, 15 years to be honest, I would say 15 years. Wait, let me just give me a
2010.
second.
2009.
Wait, 2009 to now. So how many years?
Say about 10 years.
Yeah, about 10 years.
I'd say about 10, 12 years max.
Yep, I'll say 15. The past 15 years has been them just recycling. It's been a recycling era. So you're now living on the past.
I definitely feel like the amount of things that they've recycled over the past 15 years has way outnumbered the amount of new things they brought
Innovation.
out.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Yeah,
And
good
back-
innovation. By
Good
the way.
innovation, yes, because they have done stuff. I can't lie, they have done a lot of
The
stuff.
vapor waffle.
A lot of it has not worked, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You've got the ISPA collection that didn't work. Vapor Max has got cut off very quickly and then transformed into something which it didn't need to be.
The
morphed
Trailblazers.
into. You had the self-lacing system, which didn't really work. Flyees came out recently. I haven't seen much to do with
That weren't even for
You know what I
disabled
mean?
people.
It's like you've tried to do stuff, but it just haven't worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into it, guys.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah,
into
so
it.
just in terms of context, like what really brought this on. So we've seen some reports from Nike and their financial performance, and it looks like they are on course for the worst financial performance that they've had in over 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. And so what we've seen is that, as we all know, the streetwear trend that was rife maybe about 4 or 5 years ago has died down, and Nike's hype and all of the hype around Nike has also died with it.
Yeah.
So
burst.
yeah, completely,
Yeah,
very
it
much
did.
so.
It did.
And so you've got brands like Salomon, you've got brands like On,
New Balance.
New Balance, even
Asics.
Asics that are taking up more of that market share, right?
Yeah.
But okay, first question I want to ask you guys is, what are 3 mistakes that Nike made that you think could contribute to this poor performance that I've just talked about?
One is recycling.
Re-releasing old pairs.
Over recycling
Yeah.
old pairs.
Yep.
2, relying too much on their past heritage.
Yep.
And 3, it was the them influencing reselling in a
Yeah.
way that they were making trainers a bit too rare
Yeah.
They were the main the main catalyst
Yeah.
for the 2019 to 2022.
Yeah.
They were the main catalyst for that, and
Yeah.
they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like Nike hasn't catered to the changing generations over time.
Right.
I feel like another thing which they did, which is very weird, is that they started a lot of stuff and stopped a lot of things, but they continued the wrong things.
Right.
I feel like the people in those rooms that were okay in certain stuff were just okay in the complete wrong things. And lastly, I feel like they tried too hard to try and remain the heads of the resale game, the heads of we've got the most exclusive shoes. This is all lost. Like they tried to be the front runners for that for too long, and I feel like that's what they solely focused on for a while, and they forgot about the innovation. They forgot about trying to bring out new things.
Yeah.
Which for me, I feel like definitely contributed to their demise. If I'm honest.
Yeah. I think the three main things, the one main thing that Nike did wrong, they were leaning too much on the fact that people loved dunks, that they become the shoe of the season, and they leaned into it way too much. They rode that wave beyond the point that they were supposed to stop.
Yeah.
And they still haven't stopped.
And they still haven't stopped. And the problem with hype and the problem with a trend is that the exclusivity is what makes it so good. And the reason why dunks were so popular is because they were nice, but also because they were so hard to get.
Yeah.
And they exploited that with the raffling, but then they took it way too far. And even when it seemed like there was a bit of a decline, they still kept going. And then it got to a point where it wasn't even rational. Like at first we can understand what the Panda Dunks might be mistake number one, really. We understood that there were raffles because the demand was higher than the supply, but then it got to a point where the supply and the demand were kind of at the same place, and they still tried to make it exclusive anyway.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was error number one. I think error number two was they did have innovation, but they didn't lean into that properly. So Flyees and Flyees trainers came out around about the same time that streetwear and hype was a thing.
Yeah.
And they played that out. They released them in the same way that they would release a dunk. Why are you raffling Flyees trainers? It was literally made for the purpose of accessibility.
Yeah.
And you've taken away that one main feature by making it a raffling shoe. And those shoes never saw the light of day. Really.
I haven't seen them.
Yeah, and the people that really needed them never got them. So that was a mess up. And I would say, I don't know if I've got a third one. I think those two were really the worst ones. I think they tried to make themselves more bougie than they are supposed to be. They're not a brand that's supposed to be exclusive.
Yeah.
Like designers and high fashion brands have that leverage, and they can also leverage it with the price. Like the price is what makes it exclusive. For example, Nike tried to be exclusive with everyday trainers, and unfortunately that didn't work, because when people are looking for that exclusivity, they found it somewhere else, and that just didn't end up working for them.
Do you know what?
Go on.
I think Nike was high off their own supply.
Guaranteed.
Absolutely.
That they were blinded
completely
from what's actually going on. They were too deep into it, and they were so like
No one was doing any horizon scanning.
Oh, yeah,
Because I think it was obvious when the decline happened.
Oh, for sure.
Not even the decline, when the culture shifted.
Agreed.
And the thing is with Nike, and which is a shame, is that I don't think they could fit in this culture. I don't think so. When I'm looking at trainers that are in this culture right now, silhouettes wise, they weren't
the low profile skinny silhouette.
That's it.
They can.
They can.
They
You
can.
think so?
They can.
What
I'll
shoes?
give you a good example. The Sunders, the Footscapes. They are trainers that I have been out and people have asked me, what trainers are those? Because they don't look like Nikes.
Yeah.
They have silhouettes in their archives, and I don't have a problem with them re-releasing OG pairs, because there are a lot of trainers that, the Sunders, for example, when they came out, I wasn't buying crepes. So this is a trainer that is new to me. It's being reintroduced to me. So in that instance, there are a bunch of trainers like these, like the Footscapes, like the Sunders, that don't look like dunks, that don't look like Jordan 1 lows, that don't give us the same fatigue that the Jordan brand did. that was another one of their mistakes.
What?
Jordan
The
brand.
bastardization of the Jordan brand.
Yeah.
That was mistake number 3. That was a big one.
But this is them. Sorry, you go on.
Even with the Footscapes, it's not the first time Footscapes has come out.
No, it's not. No, it's
They
not.
brought out Footscapes many times, and I feel like this is what Nike did very well back in the days, is that they knew the right people just in the room. They knew when to bring out stuff. You know, they knew that when things had their time. And I'm not too sure what happened. I'm not too sure who was in those rooms over the past 10, 15 years, but it was just wrong decision after wrong decision after wrong decision.
Yep.
And, you know, even when they had the hype, those wrong decisions being made.
Yep.
So we can go way back, as I said, going back to the time of when Ultra Boost was a huge thing. Yeah. Ultra Boost first came out. Nike's response to that was Vapor Max. Great response. Amazing response.
Yeah.
Very good.
Right? And what Nike normally do very well is that they'll bring out something and then they'll shelve it and they'll move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Which is what they should have done to keep the name alive. But what they went on to do is that they saw that they got so much press from that one shoe, which Adidas didn't do at the time.
Yeah.
They got so much press from that one shoe that they said, let's go and bring out this. Okay, how can we change it up?
iterations.
And then
How
they
can
made
we
it
do
a
this?
moment,
How can we do- And then it ruined the name. As you can see, Ultra Boost's name is not ruined right now.
Yeah.
It's not ruined, you know? And they didn't do all the innovation. They didn't try and copy it and add it to 10 billion silhouettes. I mean, I know they did it
tried
on one.
to do
They
the
did it on a
3D
Stan
thing, though.
Smith once.
Yeah.
And they tried to do the 3D thing, which is a bit gimmicky, yes. But what Nike did is that they rode it for too long.
Yeah.
So much so that like it hit. Ooh, I don't want to sound like elitist or whatever, but the Vapor Maxes, when they turned into the new version of the Vapor Maxes, were they called something different? I feel like they were.
No, they still had the Vapor
No.
Max name. So they had the Nike tuned Vapor Max, for example.
Like the chunky ones.
Yeah.
that they were
Those
putting
are
on
like the
top of,
trail.
TN.
That
Yeah,
was-
the Nike tuned. Yeah, those were TN Vapor Max.
So that pair, I feel like they rode the wave so much that, again, like you said, they got high off their own supply.
Yeah.
That pair wasn't a nice pair.
No. It
But
wasn't.
because everybody loved that pair so much, they just kept on bringing out in as many colors as possible until fatigue came and nobody wanted the training.
I'm not gonna
anymore.
lie, it even got to a point that those trainers even look fake themselves.
Well,
Yeah,
there you
it
go.
was sad. It was a mess up.
You know, and then
Did you feel the same way about the Air Max 270s?
No.
I feel like no, because I feel like the Air Max 270s got shelved.
At the right
time.
Exactly.
Yes.
It got shelved.
Yes,
You
they
don't
did.
see them anymore.
Even the Air Max 180s as well, when they came out as well, they came in, did what they had to do,
And left.
They did the right collaborations, and it left.
What did you think about the Flyknit trainers as well? Did you feel the same?
Flyknit trainers have had their time and they've
Perfect
come back
time.
and gone and they've come back and gone.
That's when I feel like, so I was
That's when
using,
Nike was doing
yeah,
what they're
I was,
supposed to do.
yeah, that's why I brought up those examples, because I feel like when those silhouettes came out, it was right on the cusp of when streetwear was becoming a thing and more popular. Ultra Boost, Vapor Maxes, Flyknit trainers, and what was the other one I just mentioned? 270s.
Yeah.
All of these trainers were coming out round about the same time, like a couple of years afterwards. And I feel like Nike had the right timeline and lifespan on all of them. It was after that I feel like they were just like, oh, we're just gonna max out on everything that we're doing on all of our plans.
And I feel like they were running a cycle. It was almost as if like Jordan will always reissue a Jordan.
Yep.
You know, they might do a little interesting thing with a Spizak every now and then, but
Yep.
they'll always reissue a Jordan.
Yep.
At the same time, Nike brand will also bring out something innovative. They'll bring out a Air Max, which they've done before, and they might bring out a general GR. You know, and they followed that cycle for a while, and it worked because it meant that they had options always out there. But one thing they did over the last, I'll say, 10 years or 5 to 6 years, when hype really started to take off, was that they saw an opportunity to make money.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like they forgot about their brand.
Yeah.
They forgot about what they were used to and their strategy. They forgot their strategy completely, and they lost their heads.
Yeah.
You know, you saw opportunity to make money, and you guys rode that.
Yeah.
You went collaboration heavy. You brought out 10,000 pairs at a go of one colorway, and then you kept on bringing it and kept on bringing it. And when everyone else was talking about saying that, look, the style has shifted. The style has shifted. No one really wants to be trying to spend on resale anymore. No one wants to be trying to try their best to get a shoe when they can't do it anymore, because it got to a point where it wasn't just the retail stores that you're having issues. You couldn't get trainers or sneakers at one.
Yeah, that's true.
People got fatigued at the point of looking at Nike.
Before you say what you were about to say, do you think collaborations was another mistake that Nike made?
I think collaboration
Or,
was,
in terms of the volume, maybe.
I think it was a good time. It was an exciting time.
Yeah, it was.
fueled by the need for everyone to have the most exclusive thing.
Yep, true.
Yeah. Once again, I feel like a lot of that fuel really and truly, the jet fuel really came with lockdown.
Agreed.
It really did.
Yeah,
the jet fuel
A
came
bit
from lockdown.
before, but yes, lockdown was a major factor.
It really upped that whole I need something exclusive, because really and truly it was to fill a void. We were going nowhere. We were doing nothing. We were buying shoes for the sake of buying shoes because it was almost like bragging rights. It was a way to connect with the outside world.
Yeah.
If you had this shoe, you were one of the people that got it. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I feel like it was as well? Please don't forget your point.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think it was as well? It was like, I don't know if you guys feel the same way. It was like buying designer without having to pay designer prices.
100%.
Because in some instances, when I was going out, like a Nike and Off-White trainer was more valuable than boobs. It was more valuable than designer trainers. That was what I looked out for. So imagine me being able to buy a pair of £150 trainers, and that was more valuable than a pair of £600 trainers.
Exactly.
I think the issue is with Nike is that they, like you said, they didn't follow their strategy, and what they ended up doing is the mistake that they made is that they followed the trend.
Yeah.
And when you follow the trend, when the trend ends, you don't know what to do with yourself.
Exactly.
Lost.
And that's exactly what they did. And my issue with Nike as well is that the collaborations that they did, like you said, was a great time.
Yeah.
And they were they were probably one of the brands, like sneaker brands that probably started this collaboration like heavy time. When they started with Virgil, that is when the whole game changed completely.
100%. It was
Virgil and Travis Scott, forget it.
No. But even before Travis Scott, when they released the 10, the Off-White 10s,
agreed.
That was the beginning.
That was a game changer.
It was the game changer, but it was a catalyst for everything that's happening right now.
Absolutely.
And what they realized, as soon as they saw that, they were like, okay, cool. Now it's time for us to be doing collaborations.
Yeah.
And the collaborations that they did with Off-White were too much. Way too much. Remember when they released that Halloween pair? Or not Halloween pair, but
the Halloween pair was fine.
Yeah, there was definitely the Blazers were fine. The Air Maxes weren't.
Well, they were egregious.
Yeah, the Sawdust Air Maxes. I feel like ultimately, they didn't overdo collaborations.
So what about when they did it with
yes, they did.
Sakai?
No.
Again, I wouldn't sit here and say that they overdid collaborations personally.
Okay.
Fragment and Travis Scott.
I feel that's the low pair is a beautiful shoe.
What about the high pair? Blue, white?
Let's not talk about the high pair. I think there was hit and misses in the collaborations, like there always is. There's always going to be pairs which is just like, why do you do that? It wasn't necessary.
Okay.
But I feel like collaborations, for collaborations wise, they didn't overdo it. Where they overdid it is where they started to notice that we have done so many collaborations that we don't know where else to go. So we now need to take that excitement and try and put it on something else, which is why they tried to put it on a general release Jordan 1.
Yeah, something I should see in JD.
We still need to find some sort of hype. And that's where the issue was. Collaborations wasn't a problem.
If I may,
let me just say one.
Yeah.
So the LD waffle that they did and the Sakai's. Remember how many iterations of the Sakai's? And then on top, they did the Fragment.
Once again.
And the Sakai.
Once again.
And the Nike collaboration.
Once again.
Trio.
That definitely came a little after. That, I guess it did get tiring. For sure, and there was a lot of pairs, but really and truly back then, you've actually got to deep it. It was a lot of classism that was happening back there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So that's what I was gonna say.
I was one of them.
Exactly, like you were literally like, why you ain't up on this? Like, I've got,
very much so.
I've got the LD waffles, you got the vapor waffles. Are you serious? Like, what you talking about? I'm one of the founders. Like, it was really that kind
I had
of.
3 pairs.
Really
Like we actually had.
It was elitism, bro.
We had the biggest. It was a lie. Nike, it's all your fault.
Yeah.
It was a lie.
It was all a lie. What I was going to say was that I feel like, and this is where I feel like, which ties into the next question I was going to ask you about how helpful and how harmful this actually was in the grand scheme of things, I feel like while the amount of collaborators wasn't a problem, the amount of pairs that they brought out for each collaboration, they always
was heinous.
Too far.
Yes.
Sakai is the best example that you could give. LD Waffles, a treasure. Vapor, no, not Vapor. Is it Vapor Waffles? Vapor Waffles, a treasure.
The first iteration, fine. Even the second iteration, I'll let you have it.
Yeah. After that point,
you ruined it.
Far.
You took it too far.
The LD Waffles, the first iteration, a treasure.
Second
iteration, I can have it. After that, a problem. When we started entering the nylon era, more accessible errors, more general errors, the whole basis of it's when Nike and the designer, the collaborator, is when they lose sight of the original vision.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes a problem. Travis Scott is a very good example. When he lost sight of the vision of what he originally brought out, of the cool designs that were very linked to like his color palette, his style, his individual style.
Exactly.
When we started seeing those yellow and blue pairs, the stupid different color pairs, all these stupid. That's when I feel like the collaborators should have stopped, but they never did.
They never did.
And it's because it was about volume, it was about quantity, it wasn't about quality. That's where I feel
it was
like
purely about saving their bottom line. I'll be so real. And I think it's like the one thing that they tend to forget is that a collaboration is supposed to be special. It's supposed to be this one-time thing, or you might do it once or twice, but it's one-time thing where it's like that collection is there, park it, we'll leave it for a while.
Exactly.
If we want to do a reissue a couple years later, then we can do.
Yep.
But that's a special collection. That's what collaborations were supposed to.
Absolutely.
But you reduced what a collaboration was supposed to be after some time. But ultimately, from a business standpoint, you got to a point where it was like, as you said, you were so focused on the trend. You were so focused about still being the biggest name out there. I mean, I feel like maybe they did look at other brands and be like, look, New Balance is coming out now. We still got to find a way to keep our market share. New Balance is making waves here. We still got to find a way to do this. Like, you get what I mean? And ultimately, you forgot about your strategy that was working, bringing out slight innovation here, bringing out your re-releases and cutting them off. Like, you forgot about that. Really and truly, over the past 6 years or 8 years, I have to say, I have seen the Jordan 4 cements like 5 times.
Oh, bloody hell, let us rest. And every day it's a new story about the same trainer.
I've seen
Do
the
me a
same, and this is a lot more frequent than it's been ever.
And then they even went to go and touch a pair that was limited.
Which
25
one?
bags. What's it called?
Undefeateds.
The undefeateds.
They're bringing out the undefeateds.
Why are you trying
now.
to bring that back?
Like,
Why are you trying to bring back that was supposed to be left in the archives?
But that's the thing. So when they first started off this whole Nike Air situation, it really was supposed to be something which was limited. It was like, we're going to be bringing out a few Nike Air pairs. And when they first did it, I think they first did it with a True Blue, Jordan 3, or they did it with a Cement 3. And that was limited. It was like, if you got it, you got it. If you didn't, then
and we're leaving
it's done. We're moving on. And then they got to a point where they're like, okay, now we're going to try and reissue every single shoe we can do with Nike on the back. And it lost what they were trying to do. It lost all of that. I would have been okay if he still brought out Jordan 4s, but only one Nike Air pair within that year. That will still keep that. That will still keep that exclusivity.
I don't think they realized what they did, and I don't think they realized how harmful it's come to be in the long run.
On their own supply.
But that's the unfortunate thing. Is like, first of all, the higher they go, the harder they fall. And that's very much what we've seen as far as like Nike participating in the streetwear trend. But let me ask you guys the next question. Yeah. So we're talking about the innovation piece.
Yeah.
Other brands have obviously become more popular, and I think that was just as a result of us trying to get away from Nike as opposed to like them doing something that's majorly different.
And trends and times had completely changed. Yep.
Also, I feel like performance-based styles became more like active wear styles that became more popular over time. Yeah. So the question I wanted to ask you is, based on that, because really what it is about is getting away from the Dunks and the Jordans and the whatever. Are you remotely excited about any other pairs that Nike would bring out? New pairs, OG pairs being re-released? Do you still feel like, I'm looking forward to seeing something from Nike?
I think this goes back to Nike doing what is right and not following the trend and following their strategy. I wouldn't mind the Nike Air Huarache coming out right now.
The old one?
Yeah, the old
trainer.
One. Yeah, the Air Trainer.
With the strap.
I would, with the strap. I would not.
I would be very open to that.
Oh my goodness. It would make so much sense, especially in this climate. I know Cortez is going to release a pair. We all know he's going to release a pair.
And that would be the perfect release.
Do you know what? It would be the perfect release, but for me, it depends on the colorway. So for me, what I would have expected Nike to do is to do like an archive thing where they release certain pairs from the archive, such as the black and blue or the all black or the blue and yellow. That's it.
Yeah.
Release that limited pair. If you get it, you get it. It's done. That would bring back some. I know it's them obviously going back to nostalgia, but it's also based on their strategy and trend as well.
Yep.
But I think for you that will be an exciting shoe to bring up. But from a business point of view, you'll be looking at what's popping right now.
Right.
What's popping right now is a slender, low-profile shoe.
I'd be inclined to disagree.
But
You think?
with the time that we're in right now, it's more. People are more. a lot of people are looking back. Way back.
I think people are always looking back, but more importantly, I think people are just looking for something that they're still looking for something that's different from what everybody else is wearing.
For sure.
And they're looking for,
which is why people are wearing Timberland boots.
Yeah, people are wearing Timberlands. People are wearing what are those Nike shoes? Is it Riffs?
Yeah, Riffs. Yeah.
People are wearing Riffs. People are just looking for something that no one else has right exactly. No matter what happens. The cool kids are always looking for exclusivity. It does not matter what, like, no one's trying to be above like what they were doing before. It's just that the way that streetwear has been bastardized, everyone's just trying to get away from that by doing something else. That's the only reason why a lot of these brands have become more popular. So I say that to say, I feel like what they need, I'm trying not to answer the next question because I wanted to ask you guys a particular question, but I say that to say, I feel like really all that is needed is for Nike to have better people with their eyes and ears to the ground and looking at what people want and looking at what they have and just producing that. And also I think the innovation piece is really, really important. And I think that I don't think there's been enough attention. I don't think there's been enough attention put on that because, again, their focus and their eyes have just been about their bottom line and just doing volume of what they thought was working. Really, the answer to, I feel like, the challenge that Nike have right now is speaking to, is thinking about the culture and thinking about what made them popular in the first place. I was listening to this girl, I can't remember her name now, but she was basically reading a report around the marketing of Nike back in the 90s and 2000s.
Okay.
And they were basically talking about how back in the day, what the marketing team used to do is they would just go to like inner city New York, like Harlem and these places, go to basketball courts, drop off a pair of Nike trainers and just see how the culture take to it. Okay. And in the same way that Run DMC influenced a lot of people to wear Adidas, it's the same thing of young, working class, black kids, men, people influence the culture going forward. And that's kind of how they promoted their trainers in an indirect way. Okay. I feel like in the same way, Nike really needs to keep their ears to the ground and think about what the culture wants and how they can supply that need, because what they think that they're doing, what they think is working, like, oh, we're the big boys of the group, you want to come and sit with us.
Trends, yeah.
It's not that anymore, bro. We don't care about Nike the way we cared about Nike before. Now you need to still sell back to us. Like before, they didn't have to do anything. They didn't have to lift their fingers.
Their name spoke for itself.
We were just on it. Like that's what we wanted. But now I think they need to remember that. Like, buy-in. Yeah, a buy-in is absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like if they shelve the Saunders at the end of this year, it'll be the best.
They're doing fine. Absolutely.
It'll be the catalyst for you to get back to where you were.
Agreed.
Yeah, I doubt that. There's a lot. Honestly speaking, it's not going to take one trainer. They've got.
It's not that it's going to take one trainer. It's going to take.
It's the start, though.
Yeah, it's the start. It's taking the right step in the right direction.
Agreed.
You know? It's creating that excitement and that buzz, like that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that shoe back again. Yeah. Kind of buzz. You get what I mean?
I don't think so. Only because times have completely changed.
Go on.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because right now the trend is lifestyle, comfort, and for me personally, as a brand, Nike for me doesn't fit in this era.
Interesting.
It doesn't fit. I know you were talking about the Saunders. I know we were talking about all of that. Nike for me, now that I look at Nike, I only see Nike as an athletic brand and a performance brand now.
Yeah.
So weightlifting, running, basketball, all of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
When we're now talking about lifestyle, this is when I look at lifestyle, I'm now looking at the.
You don't see any shoes from Nike that will fit into the current lifestyle trend.
I don't think so. Even Air Forces right now. Fair. Air Forces, I'm not gonna lie. We even need to look past the actual silhouette. Comfort. Air Forces are not comfortable. Yeah. It's not a proper lifestyle thing. Right now, when it comes to lifestyle, we need to look at it from a holistic perspective. We need to look at design. We need to look at comfort. We need to look at so many other things that the brand is promoting.
Yeah.
When I look at Nike and even the way they're promoting this even goes to them promoting their clothes. When I look at their clothes and their trainers, when I look at New Balance and I look at Asics and I look at all these different brands, Salomon, it looks so authentic. when Kesi showed me something where this woman was talking about Nike's marketing back in the day, and they profited off the black community. Yeah. Now, when we look at Nike from them times, we're now, okay, the only reason why one of the main reasons why you're so successful is because you got the buy-in of the black community. Yeah. So you basically used us to make things trendy and popular. Now, I'm looking back at Nike and I'm like, you know what, you're not even that. When you even look at brand partnerships, there's no partners, athletic or whatever it is, that I feel like is even popping with Nike at this moment in time to even push the brand.
Right.
So,
but that's why they're trying to change that's why they're trying to, so they recently brought out that campaign, Winning Isn't For Everyone.
Yeah.
And that's really focused on like the mentality, that winner's mentality. Like they're really trying to create a vision and a narrative, like what you just spoke about. They are trying to recreate it right now, but in terms of where that fits with the market currently is a different story.
But even when I hear that, I only hear it from a athletic standpoint.
Athletic only, yeah.
When we're looking at all these other brands that are here, the story and the community that they're building is a lot more authentic.
It speaks to the everyday person.
That's it.
Yeah.
For Nike. For now. Yes, yeah. For now. And that's true.
And I feel like that's why Nike could actually do better in the long run. It's because you're going back to what you know. You're going back to your ethos. You're going back to what we knew you about before. And the thing is, I feel like gone are the days where you can just be the only brand that is popping for generations and generations because you just had the name, you just had the juice.
Yeah.
We don't have that anymore. Like we have peaks and troughs in terms of designs and styles, and I feel like the generations that we have out right now are just so into being their own true self, and everyone is trying their best to be individual. We come from a time when everyone was trying to be the other person. Everyone was trying to be the most stylish. Back in the days when we
have the latest stuff,
everyone just wanted the latest stuff. You wanted the Ralph polo, you wanted the Gucci belt, no one was trying to be different. We all pretty much tried to dress the same because that's what was cool. But now what is cool is doing being very different, being very individual. Like Kesi said, trying to find that one piece which no one else has, which is why you had some people wearing Sambas at the same time as some people wearing Timberland boots. We never really had that. We had times when everyone was wearing Air Forces, everyone was wearing Hirachis, when everyone was wearing
Air Max 1s.
When everyone, what was those shoes? The times in office when everyone was wearing Vans, like Keds,
and that's
all those kind of stuff. Like, we had specific times. Now we're in a space where it's like people want what they want,
and we need to also understand. During those times, we would only go for what we see. Now we have a lot more visibility on what is out there.
I want to say that there's always been visibility.
No.
There's always been visibility.
I think there's always been visibility, but I think there was a one point where it's like one thing was running one thing at one time. The other brands did exist, because I remember when Nike was popular, the other brands were there. But I do think that there has been a change in how we view things, whether it's down to our buying attitude, sustainability, like our attitudes towards buying certain things, that mean that I feel like the market has changed to be more individual than it was before.
I don't agree.
Okay.
If you look at over 10 years ago, in this room, we will all probably be wearing one item or two items which are exactly the same thing.
No.
100%.
Okay, the reason why I don't agree with you is because, very good example. When we bought military blues, not everyone was buying military blues then.
No, you're looking at it the wrong way.
No, because you're talking about visibility.
Okay.
Yeah, because if I'm comparing lockdown, comparing to the times when we bought the Olympics, Olympic 5s and Jordan 4s, it wasn't popular. Not saying that it wasn't popular, but it was one of those ones where it's like, if you knew, you knew.
But in my opinion, that was only the trainers that you were buying. I feel like, aside from the exclusive trainers, because Jordans were exclusive, let's not forget that at the time, at the time that you guys were buying trainers, you were buying exclusive trainers. But in terms of the trainers that were popular at the time, so you had, like, in the era of, if we go to the Vans era, everybody was wearing Vans at the same time. There were a few people, a smaller market, that were wearing exclusive trainers, but the main thing is, you're going on a bus and everybody's wearing Vans. You're going on a bus, everyone's wearing kids. There were a couple of people that were wearing exclusive things, because that's what exclusivity is. But
snapbacks,
there was a more, like, it was a very clear trend. And it's not to say that there aren't trends now, because Sambas are obviously
there's still definitely trends for sure.
But people's buying attitudes,
it's completely shifted.
They have changed slightly.
Their buying attitude and I think just what people are on these days. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more individual.
It is more individual, and I feel like a lot of people, when they're buying into brands now, and this is something that wasn't there back in the day, people have more autonomy on what they want.
Yeah.
Like, they know, like, people just don't go for what the crowd is going for.
Yeah.
So when I'm so before,
I think
Nike,
we're saying the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, go on.
yeah, Nike had the market,
Yep.
and everyone just went for that one
Exactly.
thing. Now that people have options now, I don't think Nike, the hold and the power Nike had before, I don't think they will ever have that again.
No,
interesting.
I'm not saying that I feel like they can definitely have that hold again.
Yeah.
I feel like what they can get to a point of is where they get back to being a brand which people knew exactly what was coming for them, and the people that were excited to go and get them Nike shoes, or the people that were excited to see that one-off shoe that they might bring out, then they can still get that shoe, as opposed to being a brand where it's like I just know they're going to bring out another dunk next week, and I'm not going to care about it.
So let me just ask one question. So if Nike released another Air Force One.
No, I'm not looking at Air Forces right now.
So my thing is this, yeah. The way I've always seen Nike, and the way that I want to see Nike continue, Nike, and I guess we can try and put Adidas in the mix of this thing, yeah. Nike, Adidas, some of these big brands.
Adidas should get out of there.
No.
They are.
No.
Don't do that.
I think Nike have always transcended above trends.
Yeah.
They've just been a big brand that no matter what anybody's buying, anybody can be buying what they're buying, but everybody's always still buying Nikes. Always, since the dawn of time. It doesn't matter what trainer it was, it doesn't matter what silhouette it was. Nike was always a pair that was being bought.
But the reason why it seems like that is because of Nike has spreaded themselves into so many different categories.
It doesn't matter the reason why. The point is that they are, right?
Okay.
For these different reasons. I feel like where Nike messed up is that they tried to, if we imagine two swim lanes, Nike has always transcended, and it's just been a part of fashion, activewear, sportswear, Where I feel like the problem is that you've got Nike here, and then you've got the trends, whatever they are, Vans, New Balances, Keds, whatever. They've always existed in their eras, right? And Nike's always been there. It's always existed. We always bought Jordans for years and years and years. Then they tried to play around in that trend period. And the same way that we got tired of Vans, and the same way we got tired of Supras and Keds and whatever, we got tired of Nike. And now I feel like what they're trying to do with this winning isn't for everyone campaign and getting back to their original vision, what I would want for them is to go back into that lane where they're bringing out trainers that everybody will like. Again, like you said, existing in all those different lanes. I think they can still do it. I think they can still have their classics. They can still bring out their Jordans. They can still bring out innovative trainers. They have the capacity to do it because they're such a big brand. I feel like there is a way that they can just remain as a heavy hitter without trying to do all that extra stuff, because I feel like it's the extra stuff that are making me feel fatigue for Nike. That's where I feel like their problem is.
For me, going based off what you said, and I do get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But for me, okay, are we focusing on Nike's lifestyle brand, or are you focusing on Nike in general?
I'm focusing on how I feel about Nike in general.
Okay, because I'm just looking at the lifestyle brand, because everything that we've been talking about in regards to the releases and the trainers that they've been talking about is all lifestyle based. Let me finish.
Yeah, go on.
When it comes to Nike now, like I said, they've got so many different pillars. The athletic side of it, where it comes to tennis, running, gym, basketball, all of that.
Of course.
They haven't suffered at all.
Right.
They're still brands. They are still heavy in their lanes. So running, their trainers fly off the shelf.
All right, in that case then, let's go back. We're talking about lifestyle. I'm talking about it from a lifestyle perspective.
Okay, so if we're now just focusing on lifestyle, maybe, but what I'm trying to say right now, because of the way the world is right now, I don't feel like Nike, once again, and Tobi did say it, Tobi did say that, okay, he's not expecting them to have the power that they had before, but it's going to be very difficult for them to get back to that position.
I disagree, but we run out of time. So let me ask my closing question and
okay,
we're
cool.
done, yeah? So if you were a consultant for Nike...
Yeah, man.
Sorry. If you were a consultant for Nike, what is one thing that you would advise them to do for them to turn this situation that they're currently around and make themselves cool again? I'm going to ask that question again. I don't think it made sense. If you're a consultant for Nike, what is one thing that you would advise them to do for them to turn their situation around and to make them cool again?
Y'all gotta pay me for that one.
Come on, brother. Just a little bit of free game today. Just one thing.
What would I tell them to do? I will tell them to shelve their dunks. Any shoe that they've been flooding the markets with, shelve it. I don't care if you got more colorways coming out.
Yeah.
Shelve it.
Yep.
Be done with it.
Right.
Because those outlets are eating them up and no one's going there to pick them up. I feel like give Air Maxes a break for a bit too. And I'll say focus on probably trying your best to bring out specific capsule collections of silhouettes, things that people are looking forward to now. So you got a bunch of different shoes. I think even if you want to do something gimmicky like a Roche Run, like just something which is going to make people be like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen this in a while. Some sort of nostalgia outside of Jordans. Because I feel like the only nostalgia we're getting right now is Jordans and Air Max 1s.
Fair.
There's no other nostalgia, and there's still a whole time which they haven't tapped into. Yeah. That people want to see something again. I feel like just bring back some sort of excitement outside of your collaborations and the dunks which you've been pushing for God knows how long.
I think for me, it's not even talking about the trainers that they need to release. I think my advice will come from a brand perspective. I would say that they need to peel back and find their authenticity again.
Oh, bingo.
They need to find what is going. They basically need to rebuild that brand again. That's what they need to do.
Agreed.
Because where they were before, and this is us going through the process that Nike went through to build their brand, it was very authentic. It was very brand new. Everything was very, very new. I understand it's very hard when they've had so many successes, but when you have so many successes and nothing goes wrong, you don't learn jack shit, nothing. And this is where we were speaking about in 2018 to 2022, they were just lost in the trends and were just lost on their own supply. So I feel like they need to step back, find out what Nike is again, and then build that brand again. 100%. And once they do that, and the thing is, people are so happy to go to where things are authentic. That is where it is right now. The way
authenticity.
100%. So the way people look at brands now, people can see through you. People can see if you're fake. And that's why so many people have moved to Salomon, because Salomon is it
does exactly what it says.
When it comes to Asics, it's a comfortable shoe. When it comes to New Balance, it's a lifestyle shoe that also has comfort. And you see how they mix it with celebrities and stuff like that. So it all works and it's all authentic. For Nike, authenticity went out the window.
Vision, and all of the decisions that they should make should be based on that overarching vision that they have for themselves. And I'm thinking about the campaign that they brought up of winning isn't for everybody. When I think of Nike and when I think of Nike from back in the day, it's the best of the best of the best. That is like the guarantee that I got from them. When I think of Nike, I know I'm going to get the best of the best of the best. And that's why Michael Jordan, it just made sense. It was a perfect partnership. And so I feel like if that is what Nike want to do, then every collaboration, every trainer, it should be aligned. I should be able to make a direct link between this trainer and their vision. And so I feel like, say for example, they said that their thing was, we only want the best of the best. Then a collaboration with Cool Tees makes sense because that's the best designer that London has right now. So it would be a clear alignment for their vision. I feel like Nike lost sight of that with some of the decisions that they made during the streetwear era because they let the hype make the decision for them. And that's why we're now looking at them with so much fatigue. And so I feel like as they move forward in their active wear, they're only going for the best of the best athletes, which is what they were doing before. They kind of had it. So every decision that they make, it should just realign to that vision. I'm not even going to overdo it because I feel like you made the perfect point.
I wanted to even say one more thing. And it's, if we look back at designers and people at the helm of Nike, these people, their curiosity was crazy.
And they were known for being the best at what they do.
100%.
Yeah, but you gotta accept that those people are known.
100%.
And they don't have to be there anymore.
But
more people exist.
There are more people exist, but they're getting people. It's not they're not getting people.
And honestly speaking, and I don't, obviously, I'm not bad mouthing anyone. I'm not saying anything, but I think the time that we're in, I don't feel like. I'll hold that comment.
I think that it's not that there aren't legends about. It's that we are not seeing them for the legends that they are because they're not focusing on the quality of their design. That's just the real of the real. If we spoke about and like got more insight into the innovation behind, say, the Fly Ease. The Fly Ease was a very smart trainer.
It was.
They had the ability to shed so much light on that. Paralympics is going on right now. There was so much opportunity to show why accessibility is so important. They're the pioneers of accessibility and a stylish trainer. They had the capacity to do it. They didn't do it. It's things like that. We could have heard about the designer of Fly Ease and known more about them. And then they could have been a staple name the same way my
Tinker.
guy, thank you, in the same way that Tinker is. Like the opportunity was there. It's just that wasn't their focus. So I feel like if they just realign themselves to the one vision, they brought out this Winning Isn't For Everybody campaign, they should really just focus on that. Align and just show that they're taking a stand and that their brand aligns with that, because exactly as you said, ASICS, all these brands are doing is just doing what they said they're going to do.
Exactly.
Nike need to follow the same pattern.
Because they've been lying a lot.
Boy, they just haven't. It's not that they've been lying. It's just that they haven't stood for anything, mate. They just haven't stood for anything.
They've been holding on to their past wins.
They heard that people liked it. They've just been following the crowd. How can you follow the crowd? You're the brand, for goodness sake.
You're part of the crowd now.
Anyway, Sha, that brings us to the end of the podcast before we keep on going.
Indeed.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This was a great episode.
Yeah, it was. It was a really good episode.
Really good. Guys, this has been episode 155.
Yep.
The coffee I drank earlier is going like this in my head. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's been episode 155. You can find us on all socials by following us at Hype and Then Some. You can subscribe to us, please, and like and comment our videos on YouTube by searching Hype and Then Some. And any others?
Guys,
follow us on socials. Also at Hype and Then Some as well. You can listen to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, and Apple Podcasts.
Drop
MBT.
number 2 coming very soon.
Ooh, yeah. Wait on it.
Close.
MBT. Any other business?
Guys, this is Hype and Then Some. This is episode 155, and we're out.
Peace.